Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe with OMGRC.com. On a Sunday. Alright, gotta fire stuff up. I'm actually behind on what I usually do. Just kind of woke up. I was running this truck. This thing's pretty awesome. But I'm gonna get into that here in just a little bit. I'm gonna have a video up on it tomorrow. Usually I run around outside during the day, on the weekends, and when I'm outside, it really just drains me. So I haven't compiled any kind of video, so I figure I'll just go live for right now. Talk about a little bashing here, but let me go ahead, like I said, just see what you guys are doing. I usually don't even post on Sunday. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't, but I figured I'd go ahead and do it just because the fact that I didn't post a video yesterday. And I don't have like the best, I don't have a real excuse. I could have compiled a video. I know people have been talking after I kind of did try to do a speed run on going, just putting a big gear in there, which I knew is an overloaded gear, but got the conversation going. So that's basically what I'm, it's good to do that kind of stuff. I see more people, commenting. So I do definitely like that part of it. Wow, we can't get over to YouTube here. This thing's blowing up. All right, turn volume down. All right, here we go. So yeah, trying to get onto the live real quick so I can see what you guys are talking about. Let's see, close. Hopefully I can close some. Hey, what's up, Central RC? What's going on, bro? Let's see here, Dusty Storms. Good day. Except for Kobe Bryant, man. Not a good day. It's sad. Definitely sad news. I was just kind of looking on the feed of Facebook and I noticed that. So, yeah, helicopter crash. It was horrible. I don't really follow basketball or anything like that, but they are iconic as far as especially Kobe Bryant. So, what's up, Island RC Duke? What's going on, FaZe? Appreciate you guys joining in, man. Must get those notifications. Oh man, this thing's gonna drive me nuts here. Nope. Let's see if I can move this up a little bit. I'm getting all these notifications. Let's see here. Turn off all notifications. There we go. Cool. Hey, it's Monday. What's up, Clays? Clays RC, what's going on? RC Carnage, like it. What's up? What's going on? Appreciate you guys joining in. Got a little carnage here myself. Actually, not bad at all. But I want to kind of talk about this stuff here too. But I will have a video on this running against, a little bit against it. We had a lot of issues today. But I did a side-by-side comparison of this against the Creighton version 4 6S. It's the one I actually had, and I sold it. I sold it to a friend of mine now, Tyson. So I just kind of zoomed. We could show everything. There's a lot of differences to it. So I mean, the only thing that they really looks similar would be like the font of the name and stuff like that. If they didn't do that, then people wouldn't be saying, "Oh, that looks just like an Arrma." I mean, other than that, yeah, there's a lot of differences too. But there's some comparisons too. Let's see here. I'm not sure. Duran? I don't know if that's Duran, whatnot. Let's see, regards from, Santa Cruz, Bolivia. Wow, okay, what's going on? Appreciate you joining in. So, let's see, just in case I'm missing someone else here. So cool, man. Appreciate you guys joining in, especially for a Sunday. It's kind of one of those things, like I was saying in the beginning here too. I was out running this car with the Creighton as well, and being in that sun, and it just kind of like wore me out. So I was like, but I want to get at least a video out to you guys because I didn't do one as of yesterday, which is kind of like, dang it. What's up, RC Daniel? So appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys joining in. Let's see. So let's see here. Watching from the SWFL. What's up? Oh, right on. Let's see here. Pissy Willie. What's going on? So yeah, appreciate you guys joining in, man. So, I'll get into it here, I guess, in just a minute or so. We'll just go Willie. We'll just do Willie. Willie do. So yeah, definitely appreciate you guys joining in. So, yeah, man. I gotta say one thing, really, to be honest, like just to kind of throw it out there. This is my ultimate bashing machine. It's been that red cap, man. I gotta say that thing's taken so much abuse, and it's just like, what else you got? The body. I would say that the body's seen better days. That's right where it's cracked at is exactly where I smacked into a mailbox with it. And that's where it had the weak spot to it on the body. But yeah, other than that. Oh man, you're from Scotland, right on. RC Carnage from Scotland, right on. Welcome. To all you guys, man, I definitely appreciate it. That's awesome. So we're growing little by little, little by little. What's up? Tony, what's going on? First time viewer from, oh, okay, Dustin, Florida, right? Dustin, Florida, I think. Didn't. Man, well, told you I was waking up here a little bit too. I think that's Dustin. Let's see, Florida on the golf, loving the Red Cat Shredder, hoping to get one. I would say as far as the Shredder goes too, you know what, it's 2 thumbs up for it, man. It lasts longer than both the Arrma and this vehicle here too, as far as the Chronos. It just takes the punishment. I don't know what it is. I've seen the front end here twisting and bending. I'm like, oh man, something's gonna break on it. No, but there's a lot more power, and it's funny. It's weird where I was jumping, and it got us both as far as it popped as far as the pillow ball suspension. It's not broken. It just popped the pillow ball out, so nothing broke on it. I will say this, since we got a few people that are in here, 20 people. I appreciate you guys all joining in. Let me get to you here. Let's see, I'm watching from New Zealand. Wow, right on. What's it? Clay's RCs. Appreciate it. Let's see. Friend, is it possible to put a 2200 kV motor with a 9S 1/8 scale, a 2200 kV motor? I mean, they're rated pretty much like most of them are just like 6S. So I'm not sure with the 9S, that's like above and beyond right there. That's too high of a kV for that kind of power, I'd assume, especially a 1/6 scale. I don't know how big that is at Losi too. Losi Super Rock Ray. Yeah, I wouldn't say that would be probably ideal for anything like that. I can get 163 kilometers regards. Wow. With a 2200 motor and a pinion geared. Oh, I don't know about all that. That's crazy. What's up, John? Appreciate you joining in as well. I have to get this. I've been using the Gorilla Tape on my RC bodies. It's been working great. I got to get more Gorilla Tape too. So I'm glad you mentioned that. So yeah, there's a Gorilla Tape's awesome. I like it. That and some shoe goo. Oh, AliExpress. I found a 2200 kV. I mean, I just don't know, a 2200 kV motor on a 1/5 scale. It's like kind of pushing. It's really set for a 1/8 scale. The lower the kV, those bigger motors. As far as, I don't know what comes in yours right now, to be honest with you. It depends on the weight scale of those vehicles and what the motor. Most of those things, like, I think it's like a 2200 kV. If you go to like on Castle's website, they kind of give you a weight limits of where they're kind of at. Like, I think like their 2200 kV motors, like 13 pounds is their heaviest that you want to put in a vehicle. Something like that, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can Google it, as far as that part goes. I just stick with most of the name brand stuff as far as some of the, I haven't actually kind of gone outwards on some of the RC stuff as far as the motors and stuff like that as of yet, other than what comes with the cars, if they're just some other off-brand or China stuff, Just got my first RC. Oh, the Typhon. Right on, 3S. Those are nice. Yeah, Tony. It's a nice vehicle as well. 3S thing rips. What's up, JP Slayer? It's in the house. Yeah, it's not broken. Exactly. It's not broken. It just popped out. Same thing. We were running the Arrma Creighton, and it popped out as well. It just hit a certain spot where we were jumping, and it did it to the Arrma, and it did it to mine. I was like, oh, it did it both the same thing. The only thing that's broken on here, and it hasn't broken completely yet, is the back wing. So the structure support on the back of here, it's cracked. So apparently, even my friend Tyson, he replaced his with an Arrma one. So I don't know if they're kind of the same thing, but this one's cracking on me. But once I show the videos tomorrow, you'll be like, I'm surprised nothing else broke on your car, man. You were brutal with it. I was doing like some flips with it, and I landed super hard on it, and I'm not good at bashing, to be honest with you. I'm trying it, but I want to probably try it on a less expensive vehicle as far as for some of it too. It did crack the body a little bit just on the rear here, So there's some little things, but yeah, I mean it held up. I mean considering I was super rough on it today, really rough, where I was just like, I shouldn't have done that. It's like one of those kind of regrets, like, dang it, shouldn't have did that. But I know some of you guys are gonna want to see that kind of stuff too. So well, there you go. I'll have it up tomorrow for you. RC Basher, what's going on? Let's see, John. You're right. 2200 kV won't have the torque to get a 1/6 scale moving. It will burn up. Yeah, for sure. It's too much of a load for that. You want to go with low kV, and then you want to check what motor it is. Like 800. If I'm thinking like one. Now this is a very light 1/6 scale vehicle. I mean this thing's is very light. Where this thing's like, they're almost like in the same class weight. Even though this one's bigger, it's just a stretch. It's just a limo, and so it's pretty light for a 1/6 scale, for sure. And I think that's what kind of benefits it, that it doesn't, in my case, doesn't break much stuff. The only thing that is broken on it would be the bumper. Now, if you've watched some of my old videos from before, you'll know like, well, you broke some other stuff too. But I had a 6S system in it, and it just destroyed everything as far as the drivetrain. So that's been all replaced. Now I've brought it back to bone stock on 4S, and then from there it's been great. I haven't had any wing issues, no crackaging, right? I don't think so. No, this thing, solid performer. I'm sorry, it's overlooked as far as for a basher, but I know that some people have had some bad experiences with it. But all of mine, I'm like, I don't know what people are doing that are having such bad experiences with them, other than they're putting too much power to them in the first place. They're looking to say, hey, it's $350, let's go, or $360, whatever. And let's put more power to it, and I think that's where we're going wrong. We just need to keep it at bone stock. Let's see here. What's up, Big Drones Flyer 77? Appreciate that. What's up, Donnie? Let's see. Mr. Robert. On the BSD... Oh, the BSD Mad Monster Truck. Oh, yeah, I think that's the BSD one. It's the Monster Truck as well. The U.S. folks. Let's see here. Most out of the countries, but I don't know any. Oh, okay, sorry, Robert. But yeah, the BS. I mean, it's like the BSD. I mean, it comes from the same manufacturer, if I'm not mistaken. Anyhow, BSD. That's what BSD Racing. But they're the ones that make some of the Red Cat stuff. Anyhow, Red Cat puts their own bodies on there and changes some stuff up. But it's a good performer. Let's see. RC Daniel, I have the Arrma Granite. It's better than the Stampede 4x4 VXL. It's like $100. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff, it's kind of one of those deals with some of the RC stuff. It's like, just because it's more expensive doesn't mean it's better. And, try some of the less expensive stuff, kind of switch it up. Don't go by what everybody else says. I like trying a lot of different RC cars too, just to kind of see, what's out there. And again, it's nice that Banggood actually sends them to me, so I can kind of get an idea of like some of the other vehicles I don't have, and see like, hey, that's really good, it's not bad, watch out for this or that. Hey, first time viewer from Iowa. All right, what's up, Jimmy or Jim? Sorry. Jeff C. Joe, can you say happy birthday to my daughter, please? Her name is, let me think. Is that happy birthday to? God, I mean, why am I kind of? Wait, to your daughters. Their names are Anthony and Brenda. Is that? Dang it. Let me look here. Let's see. We got Brianna and I know I'm gonna hack up the name on it, so I'm just trying. Is it Athena and Brianna? I'm not 100% sure. Sorry, man. Bad with that spelling on there. Sorry, Jeff. Where's my mic anyhow? I'm gonna make sure that it's. But yeah, happy birthday to you guys too. So, what are you guys watching me? You should be out there having fun with your birthday, as far as having a birthday bash, right? So yeah, put me on the spot. Got hot. Let's see here. Man, I did get hot when I was doing that. Put me on the spot big time. All right. Let's see here. Happy birthday, girls. Yeah, definitely happy birthday. Definitely happy birthday from OMGRC. Yeah, Jeff C, that's cool. All right, it just got warm. Whew. So, has been. I've got a few orders recently on the Kronos as well, and also the drag race, the DR10, which is the Team Associated DR10. That one. So man, this got super warm. That one I was looking at it. Okay, so Team Associated DR10, the dragster, kind of looks like a Nova, whatnot. Looks really cool. Oh, that's cool, you guys. Appreciate you guys saying happy birthday to. Dang, where am I at now? Just went up here. Jeff C's girls. That's cool. Hey everyone, still. Oh man, let's see. RC Taz. Hey everyone, still raining here in the UK. Wow. Okay. RC Basher boy. Boy. Happy birthday to RC Basher. Cool, man. Appreciate all the support to the other guys in the chat here, so definitely appreciate that one. Do you do reviews on the Kyosho? Oh, the Psycho Cruiser? I haven't done it yet. Yeah, I don't have. I've never owned the Psycho Cruiser. My friend, Fresh Squeeze RC, he had both of them. He's got the newest one now. I think whatever they call it, the 2.0 or whatever, the Psycho Cruiser. So, yeah, he's big into the Kyosho stuff. I think some of the time they send him stuff as far as Kyosho, where I don't get that luxury as far as that one goes. But he's on Instagram. He's got a lot of followers on his channel. So yeah, and he does a lot of cool stuff on it as well. Yeah, appreciate you guys saying happy birthday to Jeff C's girls. That's cool. Let's see. I have the Kyosho Mad Van and okay, yeah, the RC Basher boy. So yeah, I mean the Kyosho Mad Van. That's pretty cool. Actually, my cousin John, he just bought one as well. Well, he actually just got it. It was just delivered, I think, as of yesterday. He told me. So I was like, oh, cool, man. So he'll be running that thing. I said, get some pictures. I sent him, some other stuff there. So hopefully he can, share some support there. Let's see. Big Muscle RC, what's going on? What's up? How you doing? I'm looking for a gray RC cars behind you with the white tires. Oh, it's a gray RC car with the, oh. Wait, did I read that wrong? Oh, yeah. This is the Mad Bug that's here. I was thinking like, what? I was thinking like flipped it around. But yeah, this is Kyosho Mad Bug here. So they don't make it anymore, but I think they still have like the bodies for it and things like that. Really like this one, so I just kind of, it's been like, you'll see it as far as like, if you go right to the homepage of OMGRC, you'll see the Mad Bug on there. So I was like, yeah, it's cool. I mean, most people like the Bug anyway, and I definitely like it. And it's 4-wheel drive, it's super smooth, but the only bad thing is, and I've had to do it, check them again, is this shocks leak on it. But not to say I still like it. Still like it, it's super smooth. I pulled the trigger on the Arrma Typhoon 3S. Why'd you do that, man? On the 3S? No. That's cool, man, as far as Donnie. Right on. Let's see, let's talk about trucks in front of us. Yeah, Mr. Scott, you're right. So, I'm going to have a video out tomorrow with me bashing with a friend that I sold my Arrma Creighton to, which is the version 4 6S. So we both did a side-by-side, a little bit as far as comparison. So you can see there's differences to this vehicle and, also the, between the two. I would say the main thing that kind of stands out as well would be like the main is the body on this thing. This body has some different shapes to it than the Arrma, but I think the main thing is like the Kronos. It's gonna, like the color scheme, those are the things that make it say like, oh, you're trying to do things like Arrma. But there's some other stuff that on here that I kind of like better than the Arrma. But we'll have to see how, longevity on it. Because again, this is just the pillow ball popped out. Nothing's broken on it. Even the Arrma one, when we were bashing, his popped out as well. And I know that happens. It's just one of those deals. So I just got to tear it apart and do that. The only thing, the bummer is, and maybe I can get with Team Corrali, it's like, hey, your wing's not really that. Now, it did dig into the ground. It came in back. I was doing a flip, and it landed on the wing, and it cracked it. Now, it's still there. It's still hanging on, but I'll have to do when I do the video too, maybe I did show some pictures of it in the video that I did, showing the crack. So it's not completely broken, but it will only take a couple more hard hits, and then that wing will be off. So hopefully, you know, it'd be nice if maybe RPM or somebody else starts coming out with some aftermarket parts and maybe some little bit stronger plastics or whatever, because if you're bashing, you don't want that to happen. Oh, you know what? Another thing, I missed the screw hole on this back wing. Wow, that's pretty bad, Joe. So that's why it's twisted like that a little bit too, because completely missed it. Wow. If I didn't say anything, you wouldn't know, but I just figured I'd let you guys know. Let's see. Want the 6S, but ran out of money. Yeah, that happens real quick. I'm gonna be out of money. Shoot, man. I need to play the lottery and win. What's up, Brett? Haha, broken. It's not broken. It just popped out. That's all. And the same thing with the Arrma. So it did the same thing. I was like, oh man, yours popped out. I was like, well, mine's still going right now. And then sure enough, it twisted and jacked the same identical way as his, and it hit, like, landed right in the same spot too. So I was like, well, there we go. So both on that part of it. So this thing's got a lot of power in it. But again, I was kind of comparing with a vehicle that's older. I mean, his tires aren't up to par. Like, these have a lot of grip, and like I was chasing them doing wheelies, and it's because of the fact that I got more traction, and we were going off-road, and this thing just digs into the ground. It's like cleats on here, where he typically runs on the road, in which I kind of do as well. But he's been running on the road for a long time, so his tires are pretty much bald. So he's got to get some better ones. Tried the, let's see here, Chronos, let's see. Oh yeah, exactly, here, RC in it, yeah, I know. Mr. Kobe there, that freaking helicopter crash. Yeah, I think there was like 5 people that passed away in that. It's horrible. Really bad. I saw that, I was like, oh man, you know, that dude's like, reminds me like Michael Jordan, those two. It's like, wow, icons, man, with the basketball stuff. Yeah, it's horrible news no matter who it was. But yeah, really tragic. Let's see here. The price comparison from these Team Corrales and Arrma. I mean, there's like, what is it? This one's like 130, it's like $529, and then the Arrma's like $550, something like right around there. So it's, you know, like $20, $30 difference, something like around there. So really it's just a matter of your choice, to be honest with you. Let's see here, Brett. Trying to crawl in the ESC is too hot, so I figured I'd watch. Oh, okay. You were crawling? Okay, right on. Let's see here. Hellrider, what's up? What's up? Live on Sunday. Awesome. Yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and do the live thing today, just because I didn't have a video out yesterday. I was going to do it, but I figured I'm going to actually kind of ball up a little bit of the content. I was doing a speed run with this one, and I like those videos where I have an issue and it gets more people to interact on the video, because sometimes if I just go ahead and I fix it and I already tell you like, oh yeah, I know it's an overload on the ESC, whatever, it doesn't allow you guys to interact more. So that was a good video that I did do, and I wasn't going to post it, and I was like, you know what, it's best to do that because it's going to get people talking, and pretty cool. So I like that, and I did get to talk to, well, they actually reached out to me, Team Crowley, like, hey, that's too big of a gear. I'm like, I know it's too big, but it's one of those things, like, might as well try it. And I know, you know, as far as when it came to, you know, XT60s, XT90s, that, you know, really that wasn't a factor in it. And someone else was talking about, like, oh, the 100C, you know, discharge batteries and things like that. It's like, yeah, I mean, I put a different ESC in here, a Castle Creation. It got to, like, 72 miles an hour. It didn't cut off, but it couldn't go any faster. That was it. Kept trying to do it over and over. So, yeah. What's the take on the HPI Wheelie King? Oh, I like the Wheelie King. I mean, this is basically what I have. I've kind of converted this somewhat. I mean, this is the Wheelie King. This is for the most part, it's got a little bit different setup as far as I think just the gearing in it, and just have a wheelie bar on the Wheelie King. But this is just the King Crawler, or right? Yeah, doesn't say it on the Crawler King. But I put different wheels on it just because I just kind of like that monster truck look to it. And it's got the stock motor back in there, and even I just kind of lowered down the gear ratio again because it's pretty big tires to move around. But I like it. I've run it a few times already. I put a different motor in it, and it's like 24 miles an hour with the stock tires, which are a lot smaller. Looks amazing. Yeah, I appreciate that. Let's see here. What you take? Okay, yeah. Can't make a video because you don't. You can't make a video because I don't have the eRevo. Yeah, the eRevo, man. That eRevo. I thought about that one. This was back a while ago when I had bought the Summit. And I was looking at the eRevo. I was like, man, that's expensive. And then when the X-Max came out and things like that, I was like, yeah, I'll get the X-Max over the eRevo because, I mean, just for a little bit more, getting something different at the time. Let's see here, John. Let's see here. Let's see. It's at a point that a man wants to die and the other judgment. We don't know. We can't make it. That's true, man. Mr. John, man, good setting as far as making peace with God there. So yeah, no problems. I like it. We all don't know when that's gonna happen, but I want to get on that's too much of a sad subject there. But yeah, it's reality, right? Let's see. Those are the biggest vehicles on the table. No, because the biggest one won't. Well, it will fit on the table, but it'll take up pretty much all of it, which is my 1/5 scale crawler, which is hanging on the wall here. I'm looking at, there's a delay, so that dude, that's a 1/5 scale crawler. So that's my biggest one too. It's like 43 inches long, somewhere right around in there. So yeah, it's a beast. It's Goliath. That one's definitely. Do you plan on getting another Team Corrali models? Yeah, I would like if they would send me something. I do like their stuff. I think it's got lots of power to it. So, I mean, I was just kind of testing and trying to push limits. They did say, try and run like a 15-tooth pinion gear, go up in the teeth. Don't go from like, you're starting here and all of a sudden you're jumping way over here. It's like, I know, but those are the pinion gears I have and figure, what the heck, let's just try it. But if I would have actually even thought about it before too, I know how Hobby Wing stuff is too. They have the light, but they have a cutoff, like an overload circuit anyhow, which is a good thing. So it was too much of a load on the ESC and it won't push any further. So if I go down in the teeth, I should be able to actually achieve, a little bit faster speed. But it was something I just wanted to try anyhow. I was like, well, let's just try it. I don't want to go with this 2 teeth. I could have went with I had an 18 teeth, which is pretty much at the max as well. So that wouldn't be too good on that one. So, but it's something. I like trying to push them a little bit further now, but I've had some Castle Creation motors like the 2200 kV motor, and I put a 29 tooth. No, I didn't put a 29 tooth. I think I was going to, or I did. Something changed on it why I didn't do it. But I've never had it cut off like that on the Castle system. I've had it cut off on the Hobby Wing stuff. That's when I thought, do I need a BEC? So I was kind of like, that way I get the brownouts and stuff like that too. But I don't know. Do you plan on getting? Oh yeah. So yeah. This is always the FAQ. What's your favorite RC from the bunch? So my favorite one from the bunch is my Red Cat. That's the one, which is the Shredder. Because the Shredder has just been. I've had it. It's been the most active RC car, I would say, on the channel, and it's taken the most abuse and broken. And I always say like it hasn't broken with a little bit of like. The pause to it is just because I did have it on 6S, and then I've broke the drivetrain stuff in it, went back, converted it back to 4S, and it's been great. So the only thing I did break on was like the bumper, and then of course the body's just been abused because it's flipped and smashed and everything else, but nothing's broken on it that I couldn't just kind of fix with a little bit of glue on the bumper. Wing's been good, the body's just kind of, feeling the abuse over time, but yeah, and it's probably the most neglected one because I haven't touched the shocks, I haven't done anything to it in a long time. I just take it out, run through the water and whatever, put it back, and hydroplane with it. So it's been a trooper, man. It's been a really good truck, and yeah, for the price point too. You just like I don't know how else to say it to people. Like they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to get the Shredder still. I'm like, well, it's cheaper. Yeah, it's 4S. I mean, it does like 40-something miles an hour right around in there on 4S. So, can you tell me a little about the green buggy? Oh, right here? Yeah. So the green buggy, it's a 2-wheel drive. It's the RZX, right? I think it's the RZX. Yeah, the RZX. So, it's the RZX. It's the Rage RC. We had these on our website, OMGRC.com, but we no longer carry them anymore. It's because they weren't a really hot seller. So even our distributor, they got rid of them. So I probably bought like 4 or 5 of them, something like around there. I don't know, it might have been like 4 of them or so. They had a blowout and like, hey, you want to buy some? They were super cheap. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take one. I'm going to take one for myself. I sold one to my friend Scott locally, sold one to JTRC, and I think there was another one that was sold as well and somewhere else, something like that. And this thing rips. It's 6S power, 2-wheel drive, 1/6 scale, and it's a heck of a lot of fun too. You can get the whole back end sliding around. Really like it. It's cool. Yeah, it's the rage. It's the rage, that's for sure. I like it. It's just because it was too expensive at the time. It's got a thick chassis. I think it's thicker than the chassis that's on this vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. It's thicker than a lot of them. It's super solid vehicle. Yeah, it's got a lot. It's pretty heavy vehicle. But I would say like the plastics on it, I wouldn't say that the plastics are really great. So that thing is just only roadworthy. It's not going to jump. It's too heavy for it to jump, to be honest with you. It's just a lot of weight to that vehicle. I don't know what what is making it all really, really heavy, but it's probably the materials that they're using here. Things are pretty thick, but again, it's just the plastics aren't the best. I actually stocked up on some, but it's got a 150 amp ESC that's in there. I think it's like a 2000 kV. No, it's a little over a 2000 something kV motor. Not sure what's to get for the next car. The Maximus, the Max or the Creighton. You should get a Cronus. And don't look at this. I'm gonna be transparent, but putting it on here, I just want to show it so that people will be like, oh man, you broke it. But it didn't break, just the wing part of it. It's having an issue, and apparently that's one of the other issues that it just has. So, other than that, we'll see. That's why you gotta watch the video, because it's just when I was doing it anyway, it's like, man, why did I do that? That was just, totally just floored, gunned it, flipped it, smashed it on the ground, whatever. So yeah, it took a lot of abuse. It was not good. Sorry. What's up, John? What's going on? Kodiak 404. What's up, cuz? Let's see here. The Team Associated buggy. Did you buy it with the paddle tires? Yeah. So RC Basher boy. Yeah. The Team Associated, which is the Reflex DB10, comes with paddle tires. There's a few different options that it comes with. So this one right here. So yeah, it comes with paddle tires, but you can get it without the paddle tires as well. So there's the version that just has the on-road tires, and that's cool. And their dragster just has the same chassis as well, and I think it's like the same motor, but they've tuned it to really run. It's funny because I'm like, wow, that thing moves pretty good. Their dragster, I think some other guy that did a video on it, which was there when Team Associated was recording the video of it that they have on their channel now. The guy said it was doing like 60, a little over 60 miles an hour. So I was like, wow, that's pretty good. But it's geared up. They said it was geared up right, everything like that. So yeah, I'll have to I'm going to probably get one. So, because I kind of like to see like the dragster would be kind of cool to get. So I'm kind of excited for that one. So we'll have to see as far as our budget. I want a shock upgrade for my shredder. What do you recommend? Oh, you want to upgrade your shocks on it? What's wrong? Only thing I would probably say as far as shocks, I would probably do is the springs in it, if anything, because they're. Or even if you don't even do that, you go with a thicker weight oil. These things are. I don't think there's any oil left in it. That poor thing. Like I said, I neglected that. So it needs to get some oil in it for sure. But as far as I don't know as far as to what type of shocks you do. Like some people, I don't know. I would go with just seeing I don't know if you've already changed the fluids in them and things like that, or try to figure out some different springs for it. Because even springs that were on the BE6S, which those were pretty stiff on it. I'm trying to think of what other ones. So it's the BE6S. It's the Team Red Cat one. Those shock springs were pretty good. So I thought about using those, but I don't have that vehicle anymore. So those shocks have gone back to that vehicle. Jeff C. Hey, I'm back. Thanks for the birthday wishes, everyone. Yeah, man. Happy birthday to your daughters. That's cool. So I guess they're twins. Am I correct on that? That's pretty cool if they're. Sorry, Joe. Didn't mean to put you on the spot. That's all right. I was trying. Sometimes some of the names, I'm like, I'm gonna hack the name up. I'm not 100% sure. I'm like, where's my wife? So, yeah, yeah. Names sometimes can get a little tricky. Sometimes I'm like, oh, hey, Tony. Some of them I'm like, I don't know. And then when I go back through it all, I'll look at the names. I'm like, oh, that was such and such. But it's just in the moment. Sometimes I get like, it's a little bit much. But no, I mean, it's no worries on that part of it. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes it's not the best as far as the reading part of it. Let's see here. Just another. Oh man, hey, what's up? Just another Star Wars collection collector. Sorry, Jeff C. I think you guys just talk it up a little bit there. Let me go back here. So I always wanted to race the reflex with my, what is that? Here, great platforms. I don't know, okay, so, let's see, what is that? That's the reflex. I'm not sure what is that brand? I was trying to look as far as that one goes, RC Basher board, when it comes to that one. I don't know as far as those two brands go. Oh, I know as far as Team Associate one. I'm not sure about the other one. Let's see. Happy birthday. Was really cool. You should have seen their. Oh, you shouldn't have seen their faces. Yeah. So that's cool, man. Sorry, it's kind of froze there for a second. Thank you. I do have. Oh, you have doubled the springs on it right now because I added weight to the. Apparently. Oh, okay, yeah, you appreciate my comment. Yeah. Because of the added weight. Oh, I don't know what you added to it. So, but I mean, most of the time, like, I'll see it too, kind of look at other people as well, would be like, like a 7, I put 70 weight in most of the vehicles. Like, if I want to kind of stiffen it up a little bit, I'll go ahead and run at 70 weight. I was going to do 80 weight, but at the time, when I ordered, I didn't have it, so I had to... I went and said, okay, I'll do 70. And it seemed to be pretty well. But yeah, this poor thing, oh God, it's a big mess, but it runs. So that's it. Gypsy, let's see here, I saw Joe was live, but watching the kids. Okay. Do you think the Cronus is better than the Creighton? That's a great question. I don't have the answer to it. Why? I think they're very, very matched. The reason why I can only say that is because my friend that I sold my Creighton to, the version 4 6S, so when I got the Arrma Creighton, there's the sway bars that are on here, and I went to go tighten them up, and there's the little sway bars that are in here. They have, I don't know the name of it, but they have this little round, I don't know, whatever they call it. It's a round piece that's on there, and it holds the sway bar from popping out and everything like that. Well, on the Arrma one, it's plastic. On this one, it's metal. When I tightened up the one on the Arrma, it split, and I was like, crap. So I just went ahead and re-glued it, and my friend Tyson, he was like, oh yeah, I replaced mine. I replaced them with metal ones, and I was going and looking on this one here. I was like, oh, these already come with metal ones for the sway bar. I was like, okay, well that's cool. It's already got those, so good deal on that one. We both popped the same exact popped them out. So I was like, oh, we both jumped. He's got a little bit more wear and tear on it, but I would say honestly, as far as it was a bad landing, and so it happened to both of them. He replaced his wing supporter with an RPM one. He's done some upgrades to his, like some of the RPM arms, but he didn't break anything. And neither did I, as far as when I just was running it. So, I mean, for the most part, again, this is like second time. This is like today was the worst, it's going to be the worst bashing. So, because I was trying to do some flips with it, and of course it landed backwards and was a big mess. And I need to put the camera down and focus on the car a little bit more than trying to get the shots. But then if I don't get the shot, I'm like, dang, I should have got that. So it's holding the camera in my hand. I probably need to do it as just a steady, like a tripod on it, and just do some of the shots and just, practice. more or less I need to practice more on it because it's a lot of power, and when you flip it, man, you can get this thing flipping really easily with the amount of power that's on it. And but he did a little bit of changes to his. I think he's got like a 15 tooth pinion gear in his, and he's got ball tires at this point, so I could catch up to him really quick. But excuse me, I need to go ahead and change the fluid in the center differential. I want to put like 5,000 weight, if not more, because I'm diffing out where I'm getting all the power going up to the front, which I hate that. I want this thing to plant itself down. I don't like doing the wheelies too much because I want to be able to just get it going. I did adjust the punch level on as well. So yeah, there's some stuff I want to do, and that's what he was doing as well. He even gave me some Lucas. I'm going to bring this over here, so just give me, let me look at this here real quick here. Let's see, let's see here. Do you think that Arrma is better than, oh no. I don't think either. I don't say either one is better than the other, to be honest with you. Honestly, on that part of it, I just can't. The two are just like, they're so neck and neck, to be honest with you. I think their qualities are both good. This is like the first revision for Team Corrali, and I think they put a nice foot forward as far as to coming out and going up against the big dogs. So I think with that being said, we can expect more changes, more upgrades that'll be available for this vehicle as time progresses to say, here's the weak spots on this vehicle and improvements. It'll either be upgrades for this, and then of course with the next revision of it, I see that, they'll make changes, and hopefully they'll change the body. I really like to say, if Team Crowley was watching or anything like that, change the body, change this theme, the Chronos, even if you do Chronos, change the font and make it something different. Just come at it. Don't come exactly like Arrma. I know that, a lot of things, comparison underneath it are not looking the same, but when it comes to just the body, that would be the main thing I would just say. Let's break away from that looking too much the same with your competitor and stand out from the rest. That's kind of where I'd break it down. Let's see, Let's see, the WL Toys 14401. Good idea for the first experience. I mean, Mr. 25 there, I would say, yeah, I mean, it's good. I wouldn't jump it so much because the metals the aluminum that's on it are soft, but I mean, I run mine on road and I've not had any problems with it. I've seen some people say they had issues with the differential, but again, if you're just doing full throttle like this all the time, you're going to have issues probably with a lot of differentials. So, that would be just I have mine with the brushless system in it, and it seems to be doing pretty well. I don't run it much, so if it's like your only RC car, of course you're going to run it more and more. Mine's kind of all spread out, so when it comes to running them, so it's hard to say, but I would say it's a good vehicle. For the price point, you really can't go wrong, and I've enjoyed it. I definitely like it. Let's see here, Jesse. It's fast. Let's see here. Is it definitely faster? Let's see. Is it faster? Definitely. I'm waiting for the DIN adapter for my Traxxas 3S battery. I'm not. Maybe I missed on that conversation as far as Jeff C on that one. I mean, this one, I would say it's this one. If you're talking about the Chronos, if it's faster, I would say the Chronos out of the box is faster than the Arrma. That's what I have to say that because I put smaller wheels on here and it actually achieved a faster speed with smaller wheels on it than the Arrma. But they do a little bit different with their gearing inside, so there's a little bit of advantage on the gearing to achieve the faster speed that is faster than the Arrma out of the box. But Arrma has the speed gear. I'm not sure how fast it will go with the extra little whatever 15 tooth pinion gear over the This got a 13, but it's got a different, again, the gearing that's on it's a little bit different. What's the best deal you can do me on an RC car? Young Art. I don't know. It depends on what it is. I can't name prices because that's a whole map thing, so can't really talk about. Depends on what you're looking for. I'm not sure where you're at or anything like that. If it's more expensive, I'd give you maybe a little bit better deal. But we had a little deal going on with some. Depends on what your budget is, man, on that one. So, yeah. I would do the Dromadoids as a first experience RC. In my opinion, parts are easy and cheap too. I didn't have such a great experience with the Dromadoid stuff or whatever. Dromadoid. I didn't like it too much. I had a drone and it kept blowing out its motor so quick. But there's so many different things. Uh, the affordable price out there with a good, fun RC car. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're talking like these $150 RC cars and stuff like that, really don't have any deals. Just because the price point for shipping and everything else, there's really not much left for profit. So that's what I'm in the business for, is to make money. So I can't just give RC cars away. So if you're just spending like, look, oh, I only want to spend like $150, and like, I mean, it's $150. Those are going to be those types of cars. Sometimes we'll run some kind of deal. So if you sign up for our newsletter on our website, OMGRC, you can wait for, we got a new car coming out. Sometimes we'll run a little, promo code on it, where other cars that sometimes manufacturers will say, hey, we're going to go ahead, we're dropping our prices, which means I can drop my price, give you guys a better deal. Like Red Cat did it was like 10% lower than what it normally is, so I just dropped mine down 10% as well. So that helps out. So yeah, you should check my first project out. I'm on the RC in it. You should check out your first project. I'm way over in my head. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Just be over your head on it too. Oh, the drones and planes were horrible. Yeah, exactly. RC Basher, they sucked. So I bought a cheap drone, which was one of those little Dromeda, whatever you call it, and so I used that to kind of fly around like they were charging me like local hobby shop at the time. This was years ago, before I even started my own deal, and they were like $15 a motor or something like that. I was like, this is stupid. This is a waste of money. So then I went ahead and just got a DJI drone or so. I was like, I'll just fly that, and it's easier to fly it because it's got GPS on it, so it's just simple. But I wanted something. Actually, that was not my first. It was something from Hobby King, but it used a DJI GPS in it too, so it had that it'd lock in as far as it holds its position as best as possible based on the conditions it surrounded it. So yeah, it worked pretty well as far as that one. I like that drone. It was pretty sweet. Hey, what's up? Playing around RCs. What's up, man? Appreciate you guys joining in. So man, I feel like this is pretty awesome that you guys, like, we're getting somewhere right around like those 30 something, people, 20 something. So it's pretty good. I'm glad I've drawn in a good crowd, and I appreciate you guys asking all the questions too. That's awesome. So make sure before you guys leave or anything like that, smash that thumbs up. And if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing to us, OMGRC. I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. So yeah. But yeah, I'm still like, as I own this longer, which I'm going to keep it. I don't see myself selling it anytime soon for sure. I really like this. I feel a little bit sad because of what I did to it today, to be honest with you. It's kind of a little bit like I felt like I just really abused it. But you guys are probably like me, smashing it on the ground or whatever like that, even if it's into the ground, as far as even on grass. But I try to do some flips. So I can slow it down in the slow motion doing a flip. And my ramp is honestly, it doesn't have much of it doesn't pitch it up in the air. So it's pretty much just kind of shoots it out straight. I like to get one that pitches it more up in the air so you can get those high shots. And then you can a little bit more control over, or timing, a little bit more time in the air to do a flip or two. So that might be something that I'd like to get another plastic ramp, because they're easier just to kind of tote around. Well, let's see here. Do you own anything from? Oh no, I don't own. Let's see here, RC Basher Boy. I don't know what that. If that's a battery. I'm not sure if that. I'm saying that wrong. I'm not sure how you say it, but I don't own anything like as far as that brand. I don't know. Honestly, let me see what that brand is. I'm gonna check it here because I don't know what that is. Let's see, VAT. They got some pretty cool. Okay, so they got like lowrider. They got some trucks, 1972. Okay, oh, actually, my cousin was just talking about that too. He went, oh, the 1972 Chevy, the K10 pickup truck. So, but I don't own any of them. There's a lot of RC cars I don't own. I don't know however you say it. I second Star Wars. I enjoy your channel, Joe, especially the live streams, so us newbies can ask questions. Yeah, that's cool, man. I definitely appreciate it. And I'm always learning as well too when it comes to the RC stuff. But I feel like I can answer some of the questions fairly okay on that, because I got quite a few RCs, quite a bit of experience. But it's always, I'm just adding to my toolbox as far as knowledge anyhow. So the more I can kind of share with you guys, the better I'll feel as far as they maybe can make better decisions on your RC stuff. At least help out. And then, of course, you guys in the chat, too, definitely help out as well. I definitely appreciate that when you guys say, hey, such and such, try this or so. I'm like, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Because even someone else before said, we broke a pin off. So on the Arrma, when I was running with my friend, he broke one of the pins in the rear differential. So that was another thing that happened. He was just like spinning the wheel. I was like, oh man. And he broke the gears, broke the pinion gear because the rock got up in there and chewed up the spur gear, which then chewed up the pinion gear and vice versa or whatnot. And I was like, oh man. So we went back to his house, got another pinion gear, but then we noticed that the spur gear had a missing tooth on it. So I was like, that's going to just kind of hammer away. And then we noticed a different sound. So he kept tinkering with it. And then I finally noticed that the back end diff was busted. And then he found out that just the pin broke off. And I said, hey, sometimes I heard someone else before say that they used a drill bit. It's pretty hardened steel. So he's just cut that. He's like, hey, man, it's a pretty good tip. So he's going to try that as well. Instead of running out and spending whatever amount they're going to charge you for the pin, you might be able to use something even a little bit stronger. As long as it's fitting, it's the same diameter, thickness on it, then it should work pretty well. So I've had some other people tell me that. I'm like, that makes sense. I mean, probably harder steel than the ones that come with it. So we'll see. Oh, the Vetera? Is that how you say it? Like Vetera? Vetera? I think it's like Vetera, right? Vetera? But I haven't had any of the Veteras yet anyway. See, that's what happens when I start looking at them like, okay, Vetera. But I don't own any Veteras. Let's see. That's right, the Nitro Buggy's going electric. Oh, Jeff C. Oh man, I missed that one. What motor and ESC are you using in the Oh, it's just stock. So let's see who asked that question so I can Mr. Walker. So yeah, this is bone stock, completely bone stock. Other than the spur gear is just a steel one. That's it. Oh, that's it. I went to 6S, switched it back to 4S because it started breaking a bunch of stuff. It was cool on 6S because I could actually, when I jumped it, I could do a flip in the air. But, yeah, no, not anymore. It just destroyed the drivetrain. It's just over the top. What's up, John? You're first. You're not first, but we'll definitely count you in, and I appreciate you joining in. The Frost. Yeah, that one's it definitely got a dead wheel for sure. It just has to be pushed back in. Well, I'm going to take it out. It just popped out of the ball joint. So it's just pillow ball suspension, and it just flexed too much, and which is good. It popped out, and that spared it from breaking anything too. It's like, okay, now too many times of it popping out, it's going to wear out the plastic piece that it's in, but it looks pretty easy to get to, so it's not a big deal. Let's see. Is it the truck or an SUV body? On the shredder? I missed that. Am I missing? I lost on the conversation. What are you doing for the shredder? I just had the shredder here because this has been like the basher beast of every time I'll bash something else, I'll break something. And but I did bash this one when I had my Arrma Creighton, and Arrma Creighton failed, and this one kind of broke. The pin popped out. It bent. I just bent it back, put it back in, and it was fine. But the Arrma had some other issue with it it broke the shock ends because the stupid droop screws weren't adjusted right. I put longer droop screws in the rear here. The droop screws that come with stock on the Chronos aren't long enough, in my opinion. They're not touching. So, and if you tighten it down too much, there's like hardly something there. It looks like it could just fall out. So I just put some stainless steel screws that I have from Screws, whatever it's called. So that works. So I can set the droop level a little bit better. What's a good 1/8 scale buggy? 1/8 scale truggy. Sorry. Yo. What's up, Shmee? What's going? Shmee's in the house. Appreciate you joining in, bro. Welcome back. Appreciate that super chat you gave me last time too, Mr. Is 10th scale's not in here right now, but let's see here. But as far as Mr. Walker there, when it comes to an 8 scale, what's a good 1/8 scale truggy? I don't know if it was you or someone else last time or Friday anyway that had asked me. I'm like, I haven't really owned so much of the truggies to kind of give this is a good one. And it depends on what you're looking. You're gonna race it, or you just all out, just kind of run it back and forth, maybe do some jumps here and there. I couldn't answer it for you, to be honest with you. Now the only truggy, I guess it could be considered a truggy anyhow. Yeah, I guess it would be considered that. Is the Habao Hyper SS. That's a good vehicle, man. That's a darn good vehicle. I like it. I like what the Habao stuff anyhow as far as their lineup. That one's pretty good. I mean, I took it even to a clay course, which is called Lake Park. Anyway, it's about 40 minutes from where I'm at anyway. And it was at home. Now, the track needed to be prepped because it was really dry in the clay. There's a lot of sand on the surface, so it made it a little bit hard to get traction. But it was a good vehicle for that track. It's like more of a 1/8 scale course. I imagine the 10 scale, it's fine for that too. But the 1/8 scale definitely felt at home. When you said truggy, I thought he said druggy. The truggy, not druggy, John. Let's see. Jeff C was. Let's see, Jeff C. I was torn. Okay. So Jeff and RC Basher or Jeff C. What about Losi? Do you own anything Losi? No, but if anybody wants to send me anything Losi, I'd be happy to drive one. I like their stuff. I just haven't owned it. That's the thing. There's so many different brands out there, but it's just the ones. Typically, I'll buy the ones that I do carry because I can get it at a little bit of a deal, and because I'm showing them on the channel. It doesn't hurt the wallet as much. It still hurts, but that's a little bit more money left in the bank than it is, given to someone else. So that's why I don't typically. But I like to have a Losi. Hey, and they're like, hey, Losi, want to send me something? Cool, man. I'd be down. I think what is it? It's Losi, Arrma. That's all owned by Horizon Hobbies or something now, right? But they got a nice lineup, so I like it. I like their stuff. Let's see here. Oh, the Team Energy. Oh. I was thinking Team Magic. I was thinking. But I don't know what Team Energy. See what I'm saying? There's so many different RC vehicles out there. Someone says something about an RC vehicle like, oh, what about this or this or that? Man, it's like, that's a lot of RC vehicles that are out there. So that's what's cool about, you guys like, yeah. They've owned it. They know something about it. When you guys know something, it's cool. Let's see here, Hyde. I need very specific body shells for 110 tonight. Can you please help me? Oh, this is MJR412. Let me just show this one because for whatever reason it's hidden here. This much is held for review. All right, so we'll just show it. I don't see nothing explicit. Can the shredder run on a single 4S? Yeah, it can. What you'll need to do as far as the shredder can, let me see who said that too. Let's see, Tony. So Tony, yeah, this thing can run on a single 4S, but you're going to need to make a little adapter, a loop, so that way, because it has two connectors on it, for a 2S configuration, or, if you had, but I used to do it with just a single 4S, and then I would just put a loop in there, so if you have, it comes with the Dean connector, all I would do is just solder the connector, so that way it goes from positive to negative, and there's your loop, and then of course it's not going to burn nothing up, but it'll allow it to just run on a single pack. And that's what these do too, like Arrma does it, they'll give you a loop, that way you don't have to worry about, providing, you can run it on a single pack or a dual pack, as far as 3S's or 2S's, so I like that, but yeah, run in series, what's the proper term? Yeah, okay, series, yeah. So yeah, I look at it just a loop because I do when I would do it, I do loop back. So my terms are a little bit different, but yeah, I do a loop back connector. That's what I call it. Let's see, the ball ends popped out of is what's concerning with the Corrali. Mr. Harley, there, the ball ends popping out of the Corrali is that's your concern? The same thing happened with the Arrma one. Same day, same jumping that the ball. So I'm not gonna say the Arrma one, they didn't have the issue. We both landed pretty nasty and we both popped them out. So, if it's when I was jumping earlier and I landed pretty nasty and it didn't pop out, it's just where we were jumping, and they both had the same. They jumped almost in the same spot and it both twisted and popped them out. So on the Arrma Creighton and on this one, so I was like, okay, well yours popped out. And then mine, he's like, yeah, it's popped out quite a few times before. I'm like, well, it's probably all worn out now. So that's the main thing. I think it doesn't matter what anybody says. You guys are gonna have a certain mindset, and you're gonna not. You're gonna be like, oh no, he's just doing that because that's what he sells, and you can take it for what it is too. Because I'm not gonna get into a debate with it, but as far as I don't think Arrma's more superior over this vehicle than as far as I don't see either one being superior over the other. No, I don't. I think plastic, they're made of metal, and for the most part, it depends on how bad you are at, when you're jumping and landing hard, things are going to break, things are going to pop out like that one did, like the Arrma did as well. So, but we'll just see how longevity is on these vehicles. If we start seeing more issues, like the wing is cracked here, so I don't know if I went with this one, that one, as far as the Red Cat one, I don't have a problem. But I don't know how it is on the Arrma one, because even my friend that I sold my Creighton to, he replaced his with an RPM wing support. So I'm not sure if his broke or what, but things are gonna break. So, and I'm kind of bummed that it is, but at least you guys know. Another FAQ: What do you prefer, Tekin or a Castle? Well, I've never owned a Tekin. My friend did. This was back a long time ago when I run Novak. He ran Tekin. So as far as I know, Tekin's more expensive, but as far as is it better? I don't know. Maybe it's more set up for when you're racing. I see it more in the racing industry, as far as that area, than I would see just like every day, like, oh, I'm going to put a Tekin system in here. I don't really see it that way. I'd say like the Castle might be something, or the Hobby Wing system. I really want, let's see here. You should have a sidekick. Yeah, it would be nice as far as that one. Yeah, I would like to have a sidekick so they can read some of these messages as well too. So I'm just like, hey, because I kind of get a little, the ball ends pop out. Okay, never mind here. Let's see. Oh, the NitroRCX.com. Oh, never mind. Okay, see, these are like these other chats that are going on. To run a series properly is okay. That's that. Okay, yeah. You should. Oh yeah, that should have a sidekick, Mr. 412. Yeah, I should have a sidekick for sure on that part of it. I really want the 110 Ferrari, the 458 body shell for my 110 scale Nitro, or a Lamborghini body shell, 110 body shell. Yeah, I mean, let's see, but what is that? What is your vehicle that's a 110 scale? I take it, it's like just an on-road car. I guess so. I don't know what your vehicle is, but I mean, they don't really make a lot of the exotic body shells anyhow. I mean, like, they do have, what did they have it for? I think they had a Ferrari for like the Kyosho, and they had the Corvette body as well. I don't remember what, like the C7 or what it was exactly, C6 or 7. I'm not up on my Corvette. Oh, what's up, Shaka? Right? Is that Shaka? I'm gonna go with Shaka. What's up, Shaka? I think it's Shaka. Man, we'll go with that. What's up, man? I'm late. That's all right. What happened there? So, I mean, nothing. It just popped out. That's all it is. It's just, I left it there just to do it. We got some smoke fire. It's weird. It keeps blocking your messages there from showing up. Tekin is more expensive, but they're not only in the racing scene. The censored brushless combo systems are amazing. The Tekin ROC is a great motor. I know Castle is also going censored too. So yeah, I mean, I just never owned a Tekin one. I like the way they look and everything. I just never owned one. I just thought I reached out to them as far as the company goes, never responded to me, so I figured, well, I'm not going to worry about their products as far as that part goes. Usually I just kind of like pushed them off then. But I think they probably, back in the day, I mean, they were good. So yeah, some people got better experiences or have experiences with the Tekin stuff. Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, just got here in traffic. What a miss. What's up, Chase? What's going on? Yep. Okay, what's going on, man? Everything's good. Let's see here. Mr. Chase, you stuck in traffic? That sucks. Were you in California? Let's see here. Hey. Yeah, as far as 412, yeah, I'm based out of Florida. I'm in St. Petersburg. For sure, man. Let's see. Do you like the Creighton more or the Kronos, or do I like the Red? I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I've had this a lot longer. This thing's taken a lot more abuse. So if I were to say like abuse by abuse as of right now, bone stock, I would put this would be the winner as far as the shredder goes. Because, I mean, it's only popped out, but it did crack the back of the wing here, and I've not cracked anything or broken anything on this bone stock, other than the 6S, like I've been saying. So this thing just takes a lot of punishment. I've been either fortunate that I know other people, like, you've had really good experience. You know, I broke a lot of stuff on it. I mean, the only thing I did break the bumper, but I just glued it back and put longer screws. It just basically, it snapped it, and that was it. But this is kind of like my basher. I don't like these wheels at all, but honestly, it's just, I can't knock that vehicle at all, man. It's less expensive. It takes a heck of a lot of abuse. And, I mean, I popped this out. Yeah, I know that happens on the Arrma. It happened on the Arrma today, too. But I drove this one today, and it took a nasty hit, flip, you know, and it just was like, well, whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know if mine's, like, the only one that just, like, takes the, beat the crap out of it, and it just comes back for more. I don't know. What's up, Gap? Let's get it. What's going on, bro? There was someone. Oh, there was another one that was like Mo something. He's not here right now, but I need to check out his. I think Gap. You know, is it Mo? Dang, I don't have my phone is my camera right now. It was something Mo something. If I'm not mistaken. Dang it, Mod. I think it's Mod. Something like that. Something Mod. Anyway, dang it. But he did it. He did his Habao EPX semi truck. It looks pretty cool. It's purple and black. I'm like, yeah, that looks good. Let's see here. Yep, in Florida. Was watching the okay. Iguanas fall out of the tree. Okay, right on. Yep, I remember. I think we were talking about that on Friday too. You're pretty much convinced me getting the shredder on my first basher. I mean, honestly, if you have the same experience that I have with it, then you're gonna be like, dude, it's a beast. But unfortunately, if something happens with yours, like, hey, well, I had an issue, this happened. I will tell you this. I'm gonna FYI on the differentials. It would be the front and I think the rear. They made it like a almost not a grinding sound, but they weren't meshed correctly, and it wasn't meshed correctly. It was I had to take some of the shims out of the gears. That way the gears, those beveled gears, whatever, as far as the it's not planetarium gears. Whatever. Anyways, the gears weren't close enough, and they were making a little bit of weird sound. So I just took like two of them out. I think I even did a little bit of a video on it, my shredder, and the sound went away. And the same thing happened with another vehicle that I had that was Red Cat. The Terremoto. I think it was the Terremoto. It had like something that was the same issue. Just trying to think of it. Let's see. I drive the 300 Limited now. Right on. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, we're having a different conversation here. So, let's see. Let's see. What's up, Duke? Oh, okay. JT did a speed run with his Chronos. Oh, okay, did he? I didn't see it yet. Because he didn't get his Chronos from me. I was like, Matt, me. Let's see here. But as far as my Chronos, it went something like, I think what I do, 61 or something bone stock with smaller tires on it. I didn't do it with these tires on there because I just didn't feel like it flipping or something. Let's see, thoughts on upgrading the shredder motor to, nope, not doing it. I'm not, honestly, I mean, BSN, Mr. R86, I wouldn't tell you to do any upgrades to it. Because every time I try to do some kind of upgrade to that vehicle, it says, nope, don't like it. I mean, I know like the landslide is pretty much like, it's a 1/8 scale. But I'm just going to stick with what it's got as far as that part goes. So anytime someone says, oh, I'm going to do an upgrade to it, nope, not going to, no. Going to leave it bone stock. Because it's been a trooper bone stock. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, that's how I'm going to look at it. Because it ain't broke. It's been good. Let's see here. Thoughts on upgrading the... Yeah. Let's see here. Yo. Mr. MetsRC, what's going on? Let's see. Man, what the heck? Oh, let's see. Big Gap. Are you getting the Chronos? I don't know. Is Big Gap going to get a Chronos? Let me know, bro. Yeah, dude. I love your... Oh, okay. Yeah, I figure as far as 412, man, I know a lot of people, like, they jump in on the live chat. It's like, damn, man, you guys are awesome that you're joining in, smashing that the like. Yeah, it's good chat. I do need someone, a moderator to, right? I need someone to kind of look it over the chat a little bit, like, hey, Joe, so and so's looking at, asking this question. So that's gonna be something I have to do because that's kind of becoming more of a necessity than it's just a, like I should get it. I would like it just kind of keep the chat going. That way, say, okay, someone else asked another question. Okay, let's fire away. Anything from Corrali as far as that one goes? Nothing on Corrali yet because I haven't released the video on this, but I'm going to say like these two were head to head with the, as far as the Arrma and the Corrali. So I don't know. I think it's good competition for both of them anyhow. Now, as far as on to the Corrali, as far as to why I had the overload, they did reach out to me and they said, hey, we know what the, your issue is. You got too big of a gear in there. Basically, it's amping out. It's a overload circuit that's happening on the electronic speed controller, the Hobbywing system, and it's like it's too much of a load, so it just basically shuts it down, which is a good thing. It says, hey, shut it down, because at first I was thinking in the back of my head, I was like, yeah, it's the ESC. It's after I did the video and stuff like that, I'm like, you know what? And then talking to my friend Fresh Squeeze RC, Brandon, he's like, yeah, I had the issue. It amps out, on the ESC, electronic speed controller. Now on the Hobby Wings, there's been other ones as well. I was like, yeah, but the Hobby Wings seem to be doing it. It's amping out. It does the same thing on my 144, my little buggy. When I was doing a speed run, it flat. I'm going like 60, and all of a sudden it's like it just stops. I'm like, there's no throttle left. It's like hitting that curve of like that power range of just going like it wants to just scream, and then it says, so it's amping out. And I said, oh, maybe I'll get a different battery, a higher 45C discharge battery. Maybe that's it. Than the 2C that it comes with or whatever. But no, same thing. So I'm just like, I feel like just Hobby Wing, that's what they do. They're playing it safe for you to protect your stuff and protect their electronics, and so you're not burning it all up. So Castle Creations, or not Castle Creations, well that's another subject, but Team Corrali says, maybe go with like, if you're going to run with the smaller tires, you can go with, like a 15 tooth pinion gear, but don't really go up too much more because you really, it's a pretty heavy vehicle to be going as fast as you're going. Figure this thing's all exposed. There's a lot of wind resistance on it as well, too. And it's not a light vehicle to start, but nonetheless, I wanted to see how fast it would go. So I'll probably do it again, a little bit more on the increments. I don't really have too many low gears. I have like an 18 tooth. I have a 14 tooth big whoop. So I need to get like a 15 or 16 or 17, something like that, Mod 1 gears. Put them in here and make it go a little bit quicker and see where we're at and where it's kind of cutting off. But really, we're not going to achieve much more speed. I mean, I went 72 miles an hour with a 90 amp Castle Creations in it. And I don't have the other Castle Creations that's more extreme or whatever. To really push it more, I think I might burn the motor up. It got pretty hot pretty quick. Anyway, that's it. Oh, let's see here. Oh, I get it. Wednesday if possible. Oh, let's see here. Sorry, Joe. No Corrali for me. Looks good, though. Oh, Jeff C. Yeah, I mean, people are gonna. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not gonna like. Everybody has. No, I'm going to get the Shogun. Oh, okay. That's gonna be the Shogun. That's cool. Let's see. I'm getting Wednesday possible. Let's see here. I'm watching it. Let's see, I'll be watching it, Big Gap. Joe, send it. Oh, you're talking about send it as far as this one goes? Send it. Yeah, I'm going to put it back together. Let's see. I'm not hating on it. It's not for me. Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. To each their own on that one. It was just it's a new brand for us for our OMGRC, and I figured, well, let's just go ahead and give it a try and see what it's all about. But I am kind of like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, that popped out. It popped out on the Arrma as well as far as his pillow ball. I don't really like that, but nonetheless, it's a pretty nasty landing. I'll have to look at it in slow-mo, see how it all looks too, but again, I'm gonna get a different vehicle to more on the bashing side of it. Like I might do like that Team Associated one I'm already the rival. I might get, that might be more of my bashing vehicle. I'm gonna see how that all kind of works too. Because I don't really care for bashing these more expensive vehicles, to be honest with you. It's too expensive to be throwing them, and if I'm not very good at bashing and flipping and landing, as far as that goes right now, I shouldn't be doing it on a more expensive one. I've done some bashing like on my BE6S, and I did that doing flips after flips after flips, and I was like, that thing, it actually did it pretty well. But it is expensive too. It's like, man, that's expensive basher, and I hate throwing that kind of money up in the air and I'm not like Kevin or some of the other guys, like that's their vehicle, that's the one they're going to bash with. I don't know. So we'll see. This thing cracking on the back here. So if this is cracking on the wing, the problem is like, okay, we can replace it, but if I'm bashing and I accidentally land on the wing again, it's going to crack it. It's like a repetitive issue. Not fixing it, it's basically a band-aid to fix the main issue is just the integrity of the plastic. So I would like to see like either Team Crowley come out with something a little bit stronger on the wing support, or just kind of beef that up, or aftermarket, if RPM decides to jump on board, which I don't know if they will, just because I don't know if someone will say like, oh, you don't make parts for them. I don't know what kind of people have a hold on certain people to make aftermarket parts for. So do you think the Arrma Creighton 6S would be a good competitor for those two trucks? Yeah. I mean, it would be. I mean, it was. But at the end of the day, I mean, the Shredder is the one that still survived. But, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I mean, all I got to say, this is a less expensive vehicle, and I've had a lot of fun with this one. And it's taken so much abuse where and I'm not good at, like I said, at the bashing. And this thing's taken some heck of a hard lands. And if you watch, once I had this video out, it was like, man, this one's just a long limo in the air. It just seems to typically work pretty well, and it just like, it just takes the abuse. I don't know what it is, but that's my go-to basher more or less. I just feel more comfortable with that vehicle, throwing it in the air. The parts aren't that expensive on it. Let's see, gotta eat. All right, Mr. Shaka, I appreciate you jumping in there. Shake. I don't know if that's Shake. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna go with Shaka. Shaka. I don't know. Shaka. We'll go with something like that. Let's see. Do you think? Okay, yeah, that's that. Star Wars maybe I'll find out. Let's see here. Mr. RC's new channel, just getting back into the RC, looking for a good short course truck. Any ideas? Oh, let's see here. Mr. Clacks RC, Click Clacks RC. What's a good one? Let's see if you're getting back into the what's a good short course truck? Any good ideas? Short course truck. What's a hot one right now? I don't know which ones are really hot. I don't race. So if you're looking for like a short course racing vehicle, we sell the Team Associate stuff. If you're looking specifically for racing, then I'm not really going to be, I don't know, because it's going to, for the most part, those are going to be the things that you would ask. No, I mean, like a general short course truck, like, the Traxxas stuff and whatever, it's hard to say. I've had the Traxxas one. I've had a Red Cat one. I didn't really care for the Red Cat because it broke so quick. So I was like, okay, we're done with that one. Yeah, see, there's so many different RC vehicles that are out there, and there's certain ones that appeal to me more than others. So, okay, so you're going to be doing, some club racing. So what I would do as far as that one, Click-Clack, Mr. RC there, I would say see what they run, because that's going to be the best. Anytime when I would go racing, or when I started to get back into it, and then I got back out of it again really quick because I just didn't care for it enough, was that I asked people, what do typically these guys run? That's less expensive, like a TC4, a Team Associated TC4. I ran that, what turn? I think it was like a 13.5 turn motor, something right around in there. And then get a 100C battery, I got like a LiPo battery, it's decent. And I was doing that, and then you asked as far as what gears and everything. There's a lot that at the time, wasn't really up to, it was just started to be a money pit real quick. But, ask what the guys run at the local track. See, who's the guy is the fastest. Kind of see what he's got too. That way you're competitive with him, and then you can competitive with the other guys as well. I mean, it all boils down to, a lot of it boils down to, it doesn't matter if you have the best one, it's how you drive too. So, but you want to have something that's competitive, so you're not like, on top end you're getting beat by everybody or whatever, but making sure that it jumps right. It might be good start for race. Let's see here, Team Red. I don't know about that. I didn't really care for the Team Red Cat. That's when I was just talking about it. Like, it broke something on a short little jump. So I don't know. I don't know how much I like that one. But teach their own on that. So okay, RC. So you got the Slash as well. It's you got it all pimped out. I mean the Slash, it's heavy. So I mean the Slash is not, in my opinion. I mean unless you're running slashes on slashes, but it's a pretty heavy vehicle. So like some of those team associated. What's another one? Like probably Low C. I don't know, like Techno. What's the other one as far as there's a few different ones that are more on the competitive scene like that are not, they're lightweight, so you don't need as much power. And obviously, if you're in a certain, you have to run this certain type of motor. You want to be super light and agile and everything like that as far as your tires and whatever. So yeah, there's a lot to it. I would say lots of people say that the Pro SC10 is the new hotness team associated. So there you go. I mean, I like some of the team associates. I mean, I have a team associate, but when I would race, that was it. That was team associates been around for a while, so they're kind of in that racing pedigree anyhow. But I know like the Losi is, and there's other ones. Again, I don't race it, but I've seen some videos. But yeah, cool. I'm glad that you did mention that one as well. The SC10. But yeah, I would honestly, that's what I do. Go up to the track, start talking to people. That way you can get clued in on what's a good vehicle that's going to be competitive for what they're running. And you can find out what tire compound that they use for that track as well. Clean those tires every time you're racing, all that good fun stuff. So, yeah, motors, gear ratios, what oils they use, as far as the shocks, all that. Man, there's a lot, it gets really technical, so that way you can get competitive with it. Okay. I mean, it's cool that way you can say, oh yeah, okay, we all got the same kind of vehicle, and now we're tweaking every little thing there to just give a little bit more edge to it. It is kind of cool. The racing, I used to race on carpet, which I liked it because it's clean. You run on the pavement, it's like you flip over, it scratches everything up, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's an expensive vehicle. You want it to look nice, and it starts getting beat up real quick running on pavement. So, yeah, I like really having my cars nice, but, that's not really what it's all about. I mean, I keep them nice, but you got to play with them too. Of course, I definitely play with that one quite a bit. Let's see here. Okay. So last car I had, you had to change. Let's see the chip. Oh man. Okay. Well, man, you're not in the same. I mean, that's what I used. I mean, you had crystals, so you had to use as far as the crystals. Yeah. So you had like the 72 megahertz or whatever crystals. So what was that like? What was that been like over 10 years or something like that? Maybe a little bit more. Those 2.4 gigahertz, whatever they had the crystals. So, I mean, crystals have been around. I mean, you can still get crystals, but yeah, it's a night and day difference when it comes to 2.4 gigahertz and the old crystals. Putting the little, what do you call them there? Clothespins, and tell them like, oh, we would have to pull them from a board, put them on your antenna. And that way, if anybody came up to the stand and that clip wasn't available, like, oh, you got to go back and get a different crystal. So that will be racing, carpet, and dirt. Yeah, so dirt and carpet, those are cool. Like, that's nice because cars don't get so beat up. I mean, yeah, on the sand they're gonna get kind of worn down a little bit, but they're not getting like on the asphalt where it's all scratched up and everything gets really nasty. So so yeah, that's cool as far as on the carpet. I like carpet. The carpet's cool because you can use the tire compound, get it super sticky. But I don't know if you're gonna be. See, I'm thinking foams at the time. But yeah, carpet and dirt, that'd be cool, man. I like to have something that was close to us too, where I could say, oh, let's go to the clay track and run it. There used to be one which is mid rig. I think it's mid rig or somehow we said mid rig, whatever it's called. But it was one maybe about like 20 minutes away from me. But they do carpet racing there. It's in Clearwater. I think it's Clearwater or whatever at the time. But they used to have a clay track in the back, and I went to it like once or so with my cousin. But yeah, there used to be quite a few tracks around, and the smell, I don't know, there's a certain, you get the smell from the tire compounds I use, and some of them are citrusy smell, at least the one that I had, it was more of a citrus smell to it. It's like, I don't know, it has like that certain smell when you go into, watching RC cars. Like I think the Snowbird Nationals, I went over there, which is somewhat close to Orlando, I'm not exactly sure where, but I was there once. And it was pretty cool where it's just like, guys from all over the world racing there. They're there for like a week. That's really cool. So I need to go back to that. Probably have to do that like maybe next year. So I mean, not to be competitive doing that because I have no clue as far as that part goes. But yeah, oh man, there's a lot to the RC stuff. You can go all different directions, man. I just like having fun and just jumping them or just street running them, whatever. I'm thinking about building a track in my backyard. That'd be cool. Jeff C. That'd be cool. I could have had a track in my backyard, but there's a big freaking container there that's now so no can do on that one anymore. That was something I had like an idea. I was like, oh, I should make like a little track in the back there, but now it's the storage container that's back there, so no bueno now. There's the Hunter short course RC car on eBay for 75. Oh, that's the DHK Hunter. Dude, that short course truck is a beast. I had that one before. I took it to the skate park and I beat the snot out of that thing, and it stripped just the back end screws on the bumper. Other than that, it was just like, give me more. It took so much abuse. That's the one thing good about a short course truck, because it's got that armor. It's got the big shell over it, so it's protecting more of its suspension components and things like that. So, a lot of stuff's not all hanging out there a little bit. So, kind of a little bit more tucked in. I do like the short course trucks for bashing. For the most part, I don't know how much if you can get some flips on them or not, but do it, Jeff C. Yeah, for sure, man. Do it. Oh, the grasshopper was a grasshopper in the mid '80s. Was the crystals they had to put in? Yeah. So yep, just another Star Wars collector. I mean, yeah, a lot of you guys. Some of you guys a lot are younger, and then some of you like at least were in it like maybe like 15 years ago, and they still had the crystals. I know Traxxas got out of it. The crystals like probably somewhere in late or early like 2010, something like around there. That's where all that change started happening. That's what I would kind of imagine. Let's see here. I'd like to get your email. Oh, okay. Should if he does share his email on the chat, it can be there and I can delete it. That way, people don't know it unless however you want to do it. That way, I don't have people afterwards looking at your email. So if you want to share an email, you two guys, I know because you guys chat quite a bit, or however you want to do it, but I can do something like that just to wipe out the message once you guys copy it. So that way you guys don't get other people down the road sending you emails or whatever. It's been pretty good. Most of you guys are pretty good. I don't have like any, at least I don't, when it comes to emails, I try to check them every so often. I check them pretty much daily, but there's one of them that's just like my old email address, which I don't use on the channel or anything like that, but that one just gets slammed. It's got like over 1,000 unread messages. But it's just because I do eBay, and eBay, every time you post something, there's always more emails that comes. Like, it's so annoying. So, too many notifications. But yeah, let's see here. Keep the momentum going. Did I miss something here too? No. Oh yeah, there was something else someone was saying about. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the Hunter. Never mind. Yeah, anyway, that DHK Hunter, I like that. That was a good vehicle. I did sell it. I think I got it. They're like 280 or something, brushless little system. It's not really powerful, but you can put a more powerful system that's in it. But yeah, it moved pretty good. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like on it was the differential, the center differential. Not really too crazy about the differential on it, the center differential. The way it's geared, there's a little bit of slop in it. I didn't really care for it that much on that part of it. So yeah, that would be my only thing. I know, like Team Associated, to be honest with you, I mean, I only have I just had the one. I mean, that doesn't count as far as that's old. But that's the only Team Associated I have. But that one, that HPI, that's the Crawler King, super smooth transmissions that are in them. Like, they're just silky smooth. I'll have another trend. I'll probably have a couple more Team Associates come next month anyhow. So we'll see. Yeah, but I like that, either whatever, Helion, whatever, Team Associated went ahead and grabbed. Yep, the old farts, that's right. Yeah, man, it's just the old stuff, man. Let's see here. Oh, Joe, maybe we can call you at the shop and give you our info. Yeah, that'd be cool. Jeff? You do something like that. you always hit me up on something like that. Especially if it's long as it's like yeah that's cool. What happened to the HPI or no? Okay, so let me talk about HPI real quick since click clack. So HPI, you got an email from our distributor anyhow about HPI. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get outlets. So they're looking for other shops or whatever that want to be HPI outlets. So I got an email on it as well. So they're trying to, this is their attempt to reach out to all the hobby enthusiasts again and provide part support and everything like that. So they're trying to work out a network, HPI is, to bring those part support locally again. So we'll see how that all works out too. As far as any new HPI vehicles, I don't know anything like that. They're really just trying to get, they're just trying to work from the ground up, which they need to do. They need to build that all back up. So say, hey, we got part support. We got people that, in local areas, local hobby shops that are carrying our stuff again. And it'll make people feel more comfortable into buying into the brand. Even if it's online that you have to order the parts. I mean, honestly, at least get something because people are like, dude, we need the parts. So I know they're trying to do that. So, but if they can just provide the vendors with, parts, that way the customers can get them. Because I know even my friend, Fresh Squeeze RC, he has the Ford Fiesta, and it's the Ken Block edition. Looks really awesome. He needs like the bumper or something like that. So I was like, yeah, man, it's gonna be coming in December, and then nothing happened. So I don't know what the deal is with HPI, but it seems it's gonna take them time. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, let's see what happened to So HPI is just gonna start crawling out, trying to make a comeback. So, but I'm glad that you did mention that too, as far as that, Mr. Click Clack RC. Thanks, Joe. Jeff C. I live in Ohio, about 20 minutes from South Cleveland. Right on. Oh, there you go. Well, that's easy enough there at Click Clack RC. Yeah, no problem, Jeff C. I used to run the RS3. I think mine was an RS3. It was it was a Nitro as well, but it was a Nissan Skyline. So it was their GT, Nissan Skyline. I was thinking R34. So it was yellow. It's like, that was my thing as far as, I love the Nissans, the Nissan Skyline. It was R34, R35s. It's because, I kind of grew up in that PlayStation, Gran Turismo, all that racing stuff too. And plus, it's kind of in my DNA as far as anything with cars, So, yeah, I like all the car stuff. Again, like I watch Daily Driven Exotics. I don't know, you guys... They got 1 million subscribers, but they're cool. And they got Lamborghinis, they got Ferraris, whatever, all the real stuff. And I like to be out there in California and seeing all those cars. I just saw, I don't know what type of Lamborghini it was. It was like a day ago or something, but it was an older guy that was driving it. I don't know if it was an Aventador. I don't think it was, but I don't know what all the different LP, whatever, whoever does all the different things to it. But anyway, it's still a Lamborghini and it looked awesome. I've seen a Ferrari as well. There's certain areas. The GTR, yeah. Nissan, the Skyline GTR is my jam, yeah. I love them, man. They look so awesome. I've seen a few of them around here, even the older ones that people will import, right-hand drive cars. So, really cool. I used to see them every so often, the Toyota Supra. So that's another iconic car for myself. I imagine for some of you guys too, as far as into the import. I mean, I used to go out to the street races. I never street raced at the street races. I've done my own fair share of street racing, got busted, whatever. But yeah, I used to be more into import, motor swap, and all that kind of stuff with my friends back before even Fast and the Furious thing. But yeah, I do the whole CRX motor swaps and whatever else. So yeah, good stuff. What's the Hunter short course RC truck called? It's just their Hunter BL, I think, whatever it's called. The DHK Hunter BL. It's brushless. I'm thinking about buying it from my first 110 scale. If I got it, I'd change it to brushless. I think it already comes with a brushless. I don't think it comes with a brush, unless I could be wrong. Maybe they have a brushed version of it. What ESC and motor would you recommend? Dang. I think what I slapped in mine, I think I put like a 6S system in it. That's crazy. She ripped. That's for sure. I never give it. You can't give it full throttle on a 6S on a short course. I mean, not with the way it's set up. It flips before it actually can get up to speed. But yeah, you can do something. I don't know, as far as something like if you're gonna put what kind of motor combination that you could put in there. Maybe some of the other guys could help on that one. Because I always want to give it like full power, and it kind of explains some of this here too. Let's see here. Beetle Bailey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love. Love the channel. Great job. What is the red cat on the counter in front of you? That is called. This is the shredder. So this 1/6 scale. That's the red cat shredder. It's a beast, man. I put it here because this one always seems to typically. I mean, I've bashed it before and it broke one of the back leg. Well, I pulled a pin out. That was it. But it's like the one that stays. It's like the last man standing vehicle. I'll bash some other vehicles. Some other stuff kind of breaks down or whatever. This didn't break. It just popped the. I would consider it broken, right? Because you got to tear it apart. You got to put it back together. It's not broken, but it popped out of the joint. It did break the wing in the back here. It's got a crack in the back, like that fracture crack. So it's not completely there yet. But it's just a trooper. That's why, because I was jumping it today. So I'm going to have it in the video with, along with these two, the vehicle. There would be the Kronos here and the Creighton. So I'll have that video. And then I just do an overview of, you can see there's a lot of differences too. I mean, there's only so many things that you can do. You got shocks, you got your suspension arms, the way things are kind of laid out in there. It's going to be a lot of stuff that's similar. We'll say this too, because people are comparing it, with the Arrma, which again, it's the whole logo. Now, even the logo that's on here says Kronos. The Kronos, their logo is a little bit softer, where the Arrma, this is stupid stuff, but Arrma, their stuff's a little bit sharper when it comes to their font. But nonetheless, this is the thing I want Team Crowley to get out of. Change this part. Change this body. Make it a little bit different, and then people won't be saying, "Oh, it looks so much like an Arrma," and then we'd have a good day. Let's see here, Tony the Rovin and HPI. Let's see here. Let's see. But yeah, as far as when you were talking before in regards to the DHK Hunter, as far as the system that's in there, I guess it depends on what. I mean, even a hobby wing system, I probably would do like my 3200 kV motor that's in there. That seems to be a pretty good motor. I mean, it runs pretty well. So like a hobby wing system, 3200 kV motor. It's got 120 amp ESC, which would be capable of a 4S, the ESC, but not the actual motor. So it's a combo system, and you can run on 3S. It's pretty good. I like it. It's got a sensor on it too, so it's got so it shuts itself down if it gets to a certain over. I think it's like around 210 or 220, which is kind of, in my case, a little beyond the point where I would like it to shut down. But yeah, it's got that temperature control on it. So anyway, this kind of answered that question for you. Let's see here. A person on eBay who originally owned it. Oh, made it brushed. Okay, gotcha. I'm looking for something that goes between 45 and 60 miles an hour. Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to the short course trucks too, they like to, they get that parachute thing going on. So to try to get like 60 miles an hour on that, then that's kind of, I've seen it with other vehicles and stuff. It's not the easiest, I guess. It's a little bit weird to get a short course truck to go 60 miles an hour without it trying to parachute or lift, without lowering it or something and taking away what it is supposed to be. But I mean, just to have that peppiness in it, you probably get something. If you did that hobby wing system, you're gonna get somewhere right around, in that same spec, I would say, because I can do the same. This thing goes like 55, and it's got the 3200 kV motor that's in it, so it goes 55, and it's a car. So you're going to be right around that same area too. Just keep an eye on the temperatures. Put a fan on it with aluminum clip on, not that plastic crap. That way you can actually wick away the heat. That would be my recommendation. Don't buy I don't like those stupid fans that you put on your motor and they're plastic. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It's about taking the heat away from the motor, and plastic doesn't do that. I mean the Hunter. Oh yeah, I mean the Hunter short course truck. Yeah, that one's good. My slash runs 59. Yeah, I mean so they did. I mean yeah, the 59. The main thing is like I had the slash and I made it go fast or whatever too. Well, I mean you get it with the VLXL and I mean it'll go with those tires, but they start to balloon and they get all squirrely and everything like that. So without getting like some other tires or whatever, I've seen enough of it. And I had one. I just sold it anyway. I don't think I even ran it on 3S. It was like, it's gonna be too much. But because then it's harder to control with the stupid, the stock tires that come with it. Oh yeah, let's see. Chase, thank you so much for the reply. Oh, Mr. Chase. Yeah, I think if Chase is the one. See, that's the thing, man. That's why I'm like, oh, Chase asked this question. Okay, yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome as far as that goes. I ask the question, I look at it, and then and then it's gone. I did so much technical support, working with LED signs, and it's like, oh yeah, I just called. I'm like, I don't remember the conversation. It's like constantly, it just brain dump. As far as memory, it's short term, it's gone as far as that part goes. So it's been that way. So it's not like something that as age goes. Probably age will just make it worse. But yeah, I haven't tried it on 3S yet. Okay, right on. So you haven't tried it on. You got 59 miles an hour on on a 2S. It's pretty good. 2S really? 2S you can get 59 miles an hour out of it. You must be really cranking up on the gears there. That's definitely not stock. You can go that fast. Be no way. Right? But I mean, I had my tracks of slash. I put like MIPs just in the rear as far as their axles. The axles. I did that, but I didn't really need to do that because I really wasn't gonna beat on it too much. But I had gotten. So this is like the scallop body. So this is what I used on my slash. That way, maybe people will be like, "Oh yeah, he did have a slash," because I had a little conversion. So I tried to do it. I was gonna do speed runs with it. And I lost interest in the speed runs because I was like, this is kind of boring. The slash isn't designed to do just, speed runs and what. So I was like, all right, put the body, we're done with the body. And, put it back to just making a slash and just, so, yeah, I don't know. There's so much stuff that's going through my head right now. Anyway, I geared it up right on. That must be like seriously geared up as far as that part goes. But it is cool that you can do that. I do like, so there's simplicity when it comes to some of the Traxxas, and I think other people are following suit as well. It's just one screw. You undo one Allen, and you just roll that motor off of there, and it comes out because it's just got that little groove wherever that piece of aluminum kind of seats into. Like, I like that. I like how simple that is. Like, I like to see other people do something similar. Not similar because you don't want to get sued by Traxxas, but what I'm saying is make it easy to work on. Is as simple as possible. Think about it when you're designing it, how easy it can be to get to things and things that are going to typically, like, you're going to want to change this, I don't know. I just want a little bit more thought into some of these layouts. I've just had some experiences when it comes to some of the, I go back to Traxxas because, I've had to work on them. With my X-Max, I had to, stupid ring gears were breaking and getting all chewed up, but it was a few screws and you get to it, pop that off of there and put a new gear in there. But my collection of ring gears was stupidly getting thick, and I was like, I'm done with this. But I did get some other ones that were, I don't remember the name of them, but anyway, Joe, I'm looking at the Kyosho Phaser MK2 Acura. That's nice on your site. With that, that'd be a bad dude brush list. So only thing that you need to do, if you either you can call me, email me, or whatever, and then we can see about getting you a aluminum drive shaft. That'd be it. So you get that in there as well, aluminum drive shaft, and then you're good to go to put a brushless system in it. Yeah, that'd be it. And you let that thing rip. I do like the Kyosho too because you can pick the different gear ratios by just taking the screws out and just moving it. That way you have always a nice perfect mesh. I do like that part of it where you can, like, if all these vehicles would, they did something like that, it does limit you to, but it's also like, this is what we recommend. This is what you can use to achieve these speeds. So you already kind of know it's kind of written for you as to what the car can kind of handle. So I do like that from Kyosho. So that's nice. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on that one. So my next thing is to make a full short course scale body. Even the servo and the steering wheel. Okay, for the servo, even a servo on the steering wheel. So my next thing is to make a full short course scale body. I guess you're talking about doing the scale body and then upgrading the servo. Is that what I'm kind of guessing? I'll tell you one thing I would like, because when you said that too, Click Clack RC, I would like to have a steering wheel and pedals. I've seen it before. Some other people have done it. I would like to rig something up like that too, and you could drive the car like that, and then have the FPV on, and you're driving it, and steering it. That'd be kind of cool, something different for like racing. Like, yeah, we don't have just this. We've turned it into a steering wheel, and we have our pedal, our acceleration and everything like on the ground. That'd be kind of cool, and then drive the car like that to see how it is in a simulator. So I kind of like that. I've seen it, and I'm like, that'd be cool to do. I dig that, just for the fun of it. Set up some cones for with your friends. We put on our FPV. We got the FPV on there. We got the little racing wheels or whatever. I mean, we could do it with the radios too, but the way they're set up. But it'd be kind of cool to get more into that feeling of like a real car. Let's see. Adding a cockpit, full lights and dash. Oh, nice. This thing's. I guess because you said cock, you said cockpit together or whatever. But anyway, it's just YouTube's filtering stuff out. So I just had to add it back in there. So your message showed up. So, all right. So that's cool. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Like, you're doing the whole scale thing of it. So I got you as far as steering wheel and everything like that. Oh, steering wheel for the servo. I think that's what you mean. So when you turn your wheel, the steering wheel turns, I got you. I think that's what you were talking about. So everything's more scale like that. That's cool. I didn't see it where they kind of like either glued the wheels to the figure, and that way when you turn, the guy's hands move and everything like that. That looks pretty dope. I like that. I like all that little scaleism. I mean, I've seen it before, like on Facebook and some other guys, on YouTube too, where they get right down to like the windows rolling up and down. I'm like, that's pretty awesome looking. I like it. It's definitely cool. How many people we got in here? 22 watching. Right on. Just checking. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I mean, definitely appreciate you guys. Want to let you guys know too. Definitely, excuse me, appreciate you guys joining in on a Sunday. I didn't actually think. I figure I'll get a few people maybe because most people aren't going to see that. Hey, I go live on Sundays, but I figure I owed it a little bit to you guys, and also just want to kind of see what everybody was up to on YouTube because I didn't have a video out yesterday, and I don't feel like it was enough content. I was like, I just did a run. Okay, this is what I did. Let me go ahead and I'll fill it all in tomorrow. I'll probably have to tomorrow. I'll do it is just kind of talk about the vehicles and then all the stuff that happened, and then show the video, or I'll probably just show the video and then talk about it at the very end of the video because people want to see everything running. They don't want to see all the talking so much, especially when it's not live. So that stuff I'll kind of keep to the end. I didn't expect the show today. Nice surprise. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, I didn't expect to do it. I told my wife, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go live. Let's go. I'm just gonna go ahead and go live. I didn't do a video yesterday, so let's go ahead and I'll do one, because I don't know how bad YouTube will kind of like say, you missed 2 days. I know YouTube likes. It's kind of like eBay. You got to keep feeding the system. If you don't feed it, it tends to kind of potentially bring you down in the rankings a little bit, and so it likes that content every day if possible. That's the way I see it. Other than obviously tagging stuff, but I don't tag my videos with tags when it comes to going live. I haven't done it yet. There's generic tags that are in there from the get-go. I couldn't decide twins' birthday or Joe's show. That's funny, Jeff. Man, well, hopefully your twins aren't mad at you, Dad, for watching Joe's show as far as that goes. So, well, hopefully, Jeff, where you said, I forgot where you were at as far as what location, where you were located at, but I know there's like a latency too. What was I gonna say? Oh, but yeah, hopefully, I mean, I guess you did like the celebration as far as their birthday either today or yesterday. I don't know how old your girls are or whatever. I mean, it's pretty cool. as far as the birthdays. Brianna is asleep already. Okay, not feeling well. Oh, okay, Arkansas. Okay, right on. So you're not too far. I mean, I think when we were talking, you were like, oh yeah, down to Miami was like 22 hours. I think that was you. Was it you? I forget who it was, but something like that. But yeah, Arkansas. Trying to picture. I'm trying to. Yes, that's me. Okay, I try to. I'm obviously being, guys. I picture stuff, so I kind of try to picture the chat when I'm staring at it, kind of like picturing and images as far as things coming up in the conversation. So that's the only way I retain is visually as far as that part goes. But yeah, we were gonna do a speed run with the vehicles as far as the Arrma, but I think the Arrma obviously had its issues and it's been modified to the 15-tooth pinion gear, so it might have been like a close race, but we're gonna do it again. So we'll do like some kind of speed run. We'll do one. I don't think we're not gonna do them together because that's super sketchy, and I don't want these two going as fast as they do, hitting each other and becoming a nightmare as far as an accident. So, but we'll do something like that. What's up, Bob? Oh, what's up, barbecue? What's going on, bro? Appreciate you joining in, bro. Mr. Barbecue. I'm getting hungry now that I see your name. So actually, this morning when I was driving around, going to see my friend Tyson, there was barbecue when I was leaving. So it's probably like around 11 or noon or something like that. But I was falling behind a truck that had a dog in the back, like a German Shepherd, not a German Shepherd, a Husky. I think it was like a Husky or so. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a dog in the back. He smelled the same thing I smelled as far as the barbecue, and was like, I was like, yeah. Dog, I'm the same way, man. That barbecue's smelling really good. So, and tacos, yeah, tacos. Dang, tacos, freaking tacos, yeah, exactly. See, you can't have names like barbecue and then just come in here and that's okay, Joe. I won't talk about the tacos either. That's right. Let's see. I think it was like the next day or something like that I had tacos. Because I typically, anytime we go shopping, I'm like, can you get tacos? I want tacos, I don't do so much on the ground beef, but I get like turkey and stuff like that, kind of like the alternative. So, anyway, but yeah, we do taco. I try to get tacos like once a week or something like that. Really like them. So, definitely good. It's good stuff. I like it. It reminds me like a kid. My mom would take me and we get tacos or whatever like that too. So, it's kind of like, not Taco Bell, but it was other tacos that we would get. Yeah, that and pizza. Oh man, I mean, those are iconic for me. As far as that's what a lot of American. Rest in peace, Kobe. Yeah, right. Barbecue. Yeah, Kobe Bryant. That's horrible. Again, yeah, rest in peace, bro. Because he's a legend too. When I saw him, I think Michael Jordan as well. All those guys, and it's crazy, man, as far as the stupid helicopter, man. I think is it like 5 people passed away in that? Yeah, but it's horrible. It's horrible. Very bad. I hate it. All right. Yeah, I gotta not get on that one because then they kind of get it mushy on it. It's just crappy stuff, man. The good die young, right? I guess that's how it works. But yeah, I can't believe. Okay, we got 25 people. Let's see what's going on. What's cracking? All right, so I don't know what I'm gonna get into. I think what I'm gonna do too, as far as the channel, that's one thing. The dragster, as far as the team associated dragster, I think that'd be kind of cool to do. I'm gonna try. There's the local drag strip that it's pretty close to me anyhow. It would be cool to hey, can I just do a recording, drag car, drag strip? That'd be really cool, just for the heck of it, and do something. It's an 1/8 mile drag strip, so it's super close. I feel 1/8 mile, man, is so different when it that one. Yeah, the DR10 looks nice, fair price. I'd say price is pretty fair on it, and I like definitely like that. I mean, it's just, again, it's like the same chassis as what I got here now, but it's a dragster. It's got the cool wheels on the back. It's got the drag wheels on there. It's, for no prep kind of deal. I like all that little dragster stuff anyhow. I think it's really cool. And it's got the same thing like this. It's got a gyro in it, what they call, as far as just to kind of keep the thing going more or less straight. But yeah, I think you can turn it all down. I don't have my radio with me, but I think you can turn that gyro down. This thing's got a gyro in it, the Rage. But yeah, I think the price is pretty good, like $250, and it does like around like, I think someone said, the guy I was watching, like he said 61, 62 miles an hour or something like that. It did 132 feet in like 2.8 seconds. Some people were talking about it, so I was like, okay, well, I mean, that gets down pretty good. I mean, to go that moves pretty good, 2.8 seconds in 132 feet, not bad. Figured the launch is gonna, So, I don't know how that. Good news on the RC drag 1/10 scale is only 132 feet. Yeah. Mr. Blind there, Blind J. Yeah, good news. RC drag 1/10 scale is only 132 feet. Yeah, I mean, it's not very long at all. So, I mean, it's like, and you're done. But, for drag racing, anyhow, we're not like super speed on it anyhow. I'm not a huge fan of the drag guy, but I did buy that. Let's see, I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, I'm not like a big dragster. What's the name of your shop? It looks pretty cool. I'm the one that. Oh, well, it's OMGRC.com. Oh, that's our shop. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Wait, what? Let's see, what's the name of your shop? It looks pretty cool. The one thing that I last went to literally. Oh, okay. Okay. So okay. Yeah, my shop's just OMGRC. We're just online. But the one that you went to, it looked like like a bird cage that like someone could get murdered at. I mean, gotta be honest too, because some of them are all caged up like that too, because people break into them. It's like, oh, it's gonna steal some cars, and people, so we've had it happen at one of the other local shops here too. It's happened quite a few places as well. It's pretty sad that people have to break into them. Oh, snap. Where is it? This is one thing also. This would be. I know Team Crowley, they're not gonna watch this thing because they're probably sleeping anyhow right now. But serrated screw nuts, whatever for your tires. Yeah. I didn't run too long, but I didn't tighten it down I did tighten it down before I ran, but I didn't tighten it down even more. And you can put a little Loctite on these too. I'd probably recommend you do that before putting them on. There might be some other ideas as well, because these aren't serrated. I'll probably have to just get serrated nuts for it anyhow, because that way it bites into the plastic and it doesn't want to back out. It's just, I think these ones that are on the Red Cat are serrated, if I'm not mistaken. I know these are serrated. So yeah, that's one thing they gotta do. It's like serrate the nits. I'm not a huge not a huge crawler guy either. I'm not. Well, I'm with you, Jeff. I'm not either one as far as drag racing or crawling, because I don't have either one. I don't really have the places to crawl, but I do have just the two crawlers, right? I mean, I have three. I may turn into a monster truck there, right? And as far as drag racing, I never had a dragster, like, straight out of the box kind of thing. So I thought that would be kind of cool, something different. And you can always throw a different body on it, potentially, too. Something I like to do, like Murder Nova. So I don't know, you guys see, like Street Outlaws. It's like, that'd be cool, like all blacked out. Put some red lights in it. And something like that. And, Murder Nova. Make it all boxy like that. So that might be something I can do. That'd be kind of, for me, I like that. So I like that kind of stuff. Because I like the real stuff, so I'm going to translate that into, the RC stuff a little bit. I should do that, so. And then plus, if I do like any kind of burnout, I mean, it's proper. A dragster, it can do a burnout and just like smoke the tires in the rear. So maybe I'll put a more powerful brushless system in it, potentially. I saw the video that you did on the Red Cat Everest 10. Oh, you did? Which one? I mean, I did a few of them, but I beat the snot out of that thing. It's all good to go. She's all back up and running, so she's not broken at all. The new dragster car front end reminds me of a scrambler. Oh, okay. Blind J. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that say, oh, it looks like a Nova. It looks like, I mean, it's very boxy anyhow, so, I mean, it probably reminds, that era of a lot of different cars. But I think it's cool. It would be cool if they would have went with the licensed body on it, but of course then they would have bumped it up more money or whatever. I think Team Associated could go down on the price. I mean, 250 is not bad. It's brushless, but it's two-wheel drive. And I mean, there's not a lot of vehicles that are two-wheel drive, brushless, or I should say four-wheel drive. That would be that. So anyway, I mean, two-wheel drive's proper for drag racing. Anyhow, that's a fast one. Yeah, I would say as far as, but yeah, I like the licensed body would be kind of cool. But you can always throw a different body on there too, like from Proline or what other manufacturer, and stick it on there and let it eat. I think you made it I made it brushless. Yeah, Jeff, I did. And who else did that? Yeah, I made it. It's now at this point in time, it's got a brushed motor in there, but it did have it brushless, and it just I had it on 2S, but I did have it on 3S, and I was ripping through the leaves here at home, and then I think I was hydroplaning at the park that I typically go to as well. So I did a lot. I took it to the baseball field, and I just like beat the snot out of it. I think, where else did I take it? I'm kind of almost mixing the two because the ground pounder, I did a lot with that one. But yeah, the Everest 10, man, it's got a great transmission that's in there. I like it. I can see the Rambler looks like the Team Associated body. Okay, yeah, the Rambler. Yeah, I have to look at the Rambler. But anyway, I like it. I like that Ram Air, Ram Jet, whatever you want to call it, as far as the front hood scoop on it. It looks kind of cool. So maybe make that something a little bit more on, maybe cut it out, put some kind of, I could vent it, I don't know. Yeah, I like some functional stuff on it would be kind of cool. It's not bad for 150. 150 bucks. Where do you see that 150? I mean, 150 bucks. I mean, honestly, that would be too low. To be honest with you, I mean, 150 bucks for a brushless car. I mean, I would say like, maybe the $200 price point. But again, I mean, it depends on what other vehicles. I mean, can you buy a brushless system from Arrma for 200 bucks? No. It's 300 bucks, right? What else they had? What else had? I mean, if you're looking at the brand name, don't look at the knockoffs or the China stuff that's like China stuff, and then say, well, there's other ones that are cheaper that are at that price. I'm just thinking about like the brand name stuff, Then I would say it's 250's really not too bad. And if it's competitive with that whole drag racing scene, I'm not aware because I don't drag race. I've never gone to any of them. It would be cool. I think there's some like more in Jacksonville. I don't know if there's any around here. I think there's some like that were in Tampa. And those guys do like 150 miles an hour, but those are speed runs. I don't know if anybody drag race. I'm sure some people drag race around here, potentially. Jesse, oh, what's up, True Boys RC? What's going on, bro? Let's see. What's up, family? So, yeah, I appreciate you joining in, bro. So, seeing what's going on. I thought it was going to be cooler. Like this morning when I got up, I had long sleeves on. I was like, okay, I'll just wear my OMGRC shirt, whatever. And then it warmed up. It was like 20 degrees warmer or whatever. I was like, oh, man. Let's see here. Just got a good bash session in. How you doing, man? OMG. Yeah, I'm doing good. I did some bashing, and that's why we got this going on. It didn't break it, but it just pulled out of the ball socket there or whatever as far as the pivot ball. So, yeah, I was running it with the Creighton. So when we both had the same issue, they both popped out. So I was like, okay, well, there you go. But the Creighton had more issues that were already kind of there from the get-go that it just didn't work out in the video too much for us to do more of a competitive side-by-side comparison. Since he's had his for almost a year when he got it from me. What's the name of your shop? It looks epic. But Mr. Chase, oh, my shop, it's OMGRC. This is my studio. So it's just OMGRC, but we sell stuff online. We don't have like a storefront, so you can come and visit kind of deal. The only thing that you can come and visit is you hang out, you bring your car, I bring my cars, and we go and race some, RC cars together. Have fun. That's where my shop's at. It's everywhere. So it's not one place. Let's see here. I'm just waiting for 11 Charlie to get in here. Let's see here. Looks epic. The last one I went to is steel bars. Yeah. Yeah, Chase there as far as steel bars. But again, like I said, people break into that stuff, so you gotta have those steel bars. I would do the same thing if I had a shop too. I'd probably have those curtains that come down, those steel ones, like those hurricane shutters, come down on there, keep it locked out, keep it locked, so can't, no one's getting in, no one's getting out. So yeah, Jeff, see my office is everywhere I am. So yeah, exactly. That's where my office is at. Wherever I am, that's my office. That's my logo. But yeah, man. Jeff C. Let's see. Click True Boys. It's cool. Like the following: Island Duke RC, Island Arlene. Wow, I can't say it. Island RC Duke. This guy is everywhere. Island RC Duke. He's everywhere. I've seen it. Like I've watched some other videos and like scrolling through the messages. Island RC Duke. Go to some other one. Island RC Duke. He's like pops up everywhere. Maybe you got twins, triplets, quadruples, something as far as seem to be spread out everywhere. But yeah, definitely appreciate the support, all you guys. Definitely smash that like button too if you're hanging out here. Yeah, feedback is welcome as far as when it comes to the channel as well. So things that you like to see. My buddy, he's got. I just kind of met more or less. I've sold my RC when I sold my Creighton to, I sold to him. He's like, hey, let's get together one day. I said, yeah, that'd be cool. And it's been a long time. And then when he saw me have with the Chronos, he's like, hey, hit me back up on Facebook Messenger or Market, whatever. And he's like, hey, yeah, I saw that you have the Chronos. Like, hey, we should, get together. I said, yeah, that'd be cool. So he's got a little action camera as well. And I was like, I can shout out your video, your channel, but he's not really ready for it. So he's like, I want to get some other gear and whatever, stuff like that. So and he's got to look for editing stuff. So it's kind of cool as far as, I'm trying to get, like my friend Bryant, he's kind of in and out as far as whatever he's got going on. So I don't have anybody. Let's see. Yeah, the Ninja Duke. Yeah, right? You're the Ninja Duke. That's what I should call you. Change name to the Ninja Duke. That'd be cool. Yeah, no problem there, Chase. Just see. Island RC Duke. So, like, Island RC Duke got a lot of Christmas presents there, man. He was doing all kinds of unboxings. Right. I remember when I was watching that. Yeah, I was kind of... Man. Money. I would like to do something where I can kind of go around, like, the different states. Like, okay, we're gonna be here on this day, and... Anyway, it would be like people that I already kind of know, and then it's like, hey, if you got friends, whatever, hey, well, let's go all hang out. But because it'd be kind of cool, like Fresh Squeeze RC, I like to go and meet him in person. I've only talked to him. I feel like I've known him for longer than I have. Really cool guy, Brandon. So that'd be kind of someone. He's in Texas, and it'd be kind of interesting to go there. I'd like to go and see like Red Cat. I'd probably like to visit like HRP. There'd be like places I've talked to, but like Red Cat would be one of my stops, and I even talked to them. They're like, hey, yeah, you could come here, hang out with us, whatever. I said that'd be kind of cool to do a video on that, and then maybe go somewhere else, check out the scene. I try to like to do like if I'm in Arizona, well, he's in Arizona, go somewhere else to like Nevada. See what's up, like, since I'm going to be close around there. That'd be something, some kind of traveling deal. That'd be kind of cool. Star Wars D. Let's see. Sorry. Your background looks so nice and organized. I thought it was a shop. That's kind of like I try to do it that way, too. But another thing is because it's more organized to keep my cars there, then I'd have a bunch of shelves everywhere. And I don't want the cars to sit with their tires like this so they don't get the flat spots in them. So I just kind of hang them. Then someone else is like, oh, it's good that you hang them. But if you hang them from their arms, it might sag over time, which that would have to take a really long time, I think, because a lot of these vehicles, they're sitting, well, as you see them, flat, so that's not a problem. There's some of them that are hanging from their arms. Maybe. I don't really see that being an issue. For the most part, they're pretty strong components. I don't see them kind of starting to sag. If they did, then, well, that's pretty soft. Let's see here. On RC Duke, I think I was your number 1,000. Oh, Blind J. Like, Blind J. Kind of think of it like a joint, something as far as that part goes. Blind J. What that's all about. it's funny some of these, as far as you guys have your channels and your names and stuff like that. I try like it's kind of interesting to see what the background of some of those names are. Because I had like Stinky Three Shoes, I was like, "What is that all about?" Stinky Three Shoes, like it was just kind of funny. But there's some of them that are just like interesting names that you're like, I would really like to know a little bit more where that name came from. Yeah, my name is Jared. Right on. Oh, you're legally blind. Okay, so well that makes sense as far as you went. See, that's why I said like there's some like sometimes there's a little bit of a background to why those names are they are. Sorry to hear about the yeah, you're legally blind, man. That's rough. Um, I mean, I know you can see, but I mean, as far as they consider you legally blind because of your vision is that bad or so, which sucks. Let's see here. Boy, the shredder is looking pretty cool. Oh, Maine RC Trailblazer. What's up, man? So I had someone earlier today from Maine ask me if I can ship stuff to Maine. I was like, yeah, it's in the U.S. So anything that any of you guys, I mean, as long as it's not like it can't be Alaska, Hawaii. I kind of make an exception as long as people call me. I guess that if it's Alaska too, I can find out. The thing is, the website's not configured by weight and calculations and all the extra little stuff that goes along with it. So what we do is like if anybody's looking for something that's outside of, I'm gonna say just out of as far as the lower 48, whatever you want to call it, continental U.S., the 48, and then I'll ship there. But if it's like outside of it, I had some people ask me like that are in Canada, and I was like, yeah. The thing is that you could probably buy the car for the either same price or cheaper if you get it locally or within buying it from people that are in Canada because the problem with the duty fees and whatever happens there too. But Red Cat typically, like if it's any of those kind of orders, sometimes I'll just say, oh, Red Cat, can you just send this car to them? So sending it to me, then sending it out to those guys. So that would be, those are things I do. Like the guy that was in Alaska, I said, all right, I'll just get, I'm going to get the vehicles anyhow, so then I'll just go ahead and I can ship you one. But it's going to cost you a little bit more because it's like, it's like over $80 to ship it. And I don't want to lose all my profit just for on the shipping part of it. So, but it's cool that, people call me and they're like, hey, I'm in Alaska, can you ship it? So I was like, let me go ahead and calculate it. Let me find out how much the weight of the vehicle is. And then I can give you a shipping quote on it. Then we can kind of make it good. So I make sure that, it's insured. Because I don't want nothing to happen, especially when they're expensive. But I usually do it on expensive vehicles. I'll ship stuff. Not like, like $3 or $4 items or something like that. Let's see. Thanks, Blind. Is awesome. I sent. Let's see. Is the Crowley as good as your shredder? I love mine. To be real, I'm gonna be real with you. I think the shredder is just after what I've done, that the shredder is just more durable. I feel like the shredder is just taking a lot of abuse, and this thing just came out of the box not long ago, and it just popped this piece out here, and it's got a cracked wing in the back. Well, it's not the wing; it's the support part of it, where the Red Cat hasn't cracked anything. I haven't broken any arms, and I've landed crappily as far as that one goes. And I landed really bad with this one too on the back. This has got more power, so it can go further, lands harder. I'm not making excuses, really. I already know that Team Crowley knows that this is an issue as far as the wing brace on it, too. So it's just it was already a weak spot from the get-go. Running the Arrma, same thing happened with it today. His went first, and then mine went shortly after. Just landing in the grass, it just yanked that ball joint out, as far as the pillow ball suspension. So, yeah. The crane for me also. Yeah. It just happens. I already know talking to him, so I'm like, it's just an issue. It's just one of those things that happens, and it's not like just one brand. Like, oh, Crowley's not, it's not bringing it, like Arrma is. Like, it happens to both. It happened to both the same day, so it's kind of like it's a wash, as far as something like that goes. Even if it didn't happen the same day, anyhow. I know that the Arrma stuff's good too, but they've had many revisions of it. So, this is again. Team Crowley's first shot, and hopefully their next revision of this truck will look different and not look so close to the Arrma brand. And then we can get past that point of the Arrma lookalikes and, get down to business as far as, having fun with the RC cars and not making it a debate over, which one. That would be mine. Let's see here, Creighton. Jeff C., the Creighton's for me. Oh, this Creighton is for me also. Let's see, OMG, which one do you like more? The Kronos. Oh, the Kraton or the Kronos. Well, I mean, to be honest, True Boys, I didn't own my Kraton long enough to make a great evaluation of it. But that Kraton was sold to the guy that I was running my Kronos with. But got to take in consideration too, he's had it for not a year. He's probably had it for a good. I think I got rid of it. I'm trying to think when I got rid of it. It was early in the year last year when I ran it a couple times and it got away on me, and then I got rid of it because of the whole runaway RC car, and then it stopped. So I like some of the what is it here, the sway bar. So like on the team the Arrma, they have the little plastic retainers, I don't know what you call it, that holds the sway bar in. Well, the ones on the Arrma were plastic, and I had turned them and they split. Well, these on here are steel, little whatever retainers that hold the sway bar so you can make adjustments. These are steel ones, so I mean that was one thing I had an issue. I had the issue where the suspension on the Kraton. This is learning. So on the Arrma, as far as I overextended the shock arms, and then it pulled out the bottom shock arm, whatever you call it. I don't know, whatever. But as far as the little loop anyway, where the end of the shock, that part ripped out, the plastic piece. But once I adjusted the droop screws on it, then I didn't have the problem, and I already knew from before, adjust those droop screws so we don't overextend the arms on the shocks, and then we don't strip those things out, and all is well. So all in all, I mean, the Arrma has speed. I think this is a little bit faster because of its gearing than it would be for the Kraton. So I mean, out of the box, this one will be a little bit faster. I mean, this one did 61 miles an hour just with the smaller tires on it, where my Arrma did about, I think it did something like around, I don't know, I forgot the video, but it's like a little over 50 miles an hour, like close to 55 or something like. It's not. I mean, you're really just splitting hairs, to be honest with you. It's just to me, if someone's gonna say, "Oh, do you like, I'm thinking about this or that," you're just splitting hairs, really. To be honest with you, it's just like, do you want this one? This is a new brand, or do you want, the Arrma? That way your friends don't say, "Oh, well, that's just a clone or whatever." And stop the BS, and it would just be more or less like, which one do you prefer? That's pretty much where it boils down to. Let's see. Oh, RC Rec. Okay, Recreations. Okay, right on. What's going on? Let's see here. Do you sell OMG merchandise? Okay, so do I sell, as far as main RC Trailblazer, do I sell OMGRC merchandise? Right this second, I do. It goes through, I think it's Teesprings or whatnot, that JTRC set up for me a while ago. We can sell some of the merchandise there. But I'm looking to get shirts. I want to do the graphic a little bit different. The name, I really want to take, well, here, you guys can, if you see it, you can kind of see I'm waiting for the delay to show up. You can see the little lines that are here. I really want to get rid of the lines and put it all together, because people don't understand, like, oh, it's OMG, and what's that? The lines, and then RC. Sometimes there people are gapping that, and it's just OMG RC. So I'm going to do that, and I also want to do like some different color ones as well. So yeah, that's in the works. I'm trying to get with my friend Bryant a little bit to come up with a few different logos that I want to keep this one simple. I want to keep it clean on that part. I want to get some stickers. I want to do other stuff with it. Just want to try to get input from you guys too, to say, hey, yeah, we would definitely buy some of your merchandise, but you give me feedback too. Like, I don't really like those colors. I don't like, as far as not so much the logo. I'm gonna change it up anyhow. But yeah, that's kind of what broke on and how. Sorry, I'm late. I'll get with you here. What's up, Chris? Appreciate you joining in. Let's see. I'm gonna go back here a little bit. As long as you put a smile. Exactly. I'm an RC dude. That's pretty much what I said too. As long, whatever RC car puts a smile on your face. I've said it many times before too. Let's see. I'm all about handles, and I can make it faster. Exactly. So that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. It just kind of like, if you like Arrma, cool. Stay with, you do the Arrma thing. If you got an Arrma, yeah, you can always try this out, see how you like it. They might have somewhat similar issues, but like I said, the wing and stuff like that too. This is the first revision, and I'm gonna go through. Let me see here. As long as, yeah, put a smile on your face. I'm trying to go up in the chat. Dang it. So I'm looking for it. I think I missed somebody there. I was looking at. It's all about. Okay. Yep. I think it's cool. What broke? Okay, so let me go ahead. I'll just answer you real quick here, Chris. Nothing broke as of yet. This just popped out of the pillow ball suspension. Popped out. That's it. I just did it this way. I was gonna put it back, but I was like, you know what? Kind of good. Kind of. It's not really clickbait, but it'll keep you interested into looking at like, well, what the heck happened there? So that's why I left it like this. But it's just I just had to take the wheel off and get to it. The same thing happened with my friend's Arrma crate as well. But I will say, as far as the wing cracking in the back, that would be an issue that needs to be addressed with corralling, which I'm sure they already know about it. So hopefully that can be, addressed. But this thing took some really nasty landings. But yeah. Let's see here. How does the Mentor look? I want the Dementor. I really do like that one. I think it's the one that's a shorter chassis out of the Shogun, the Kronos, and Kronos Shogun. What's the other one? Why am I not? Wasn't there? There was three. Oh, and then the Python. So those three, I think, share the same chassis, if not almost the same exact layout and all that good stuff. But then I think the Dementor is the only one that's a little bit shorter chassis, the wheelbase, so it can do flips a little bit easier. It's more of the stunt truck, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Python, yeah. Yeah, Blind J, that would be it. Let's see. So that's kind of like the one I want. Like, I can get the other ones, I can put the different body on it. I can make it look like the Shogun. I can make it look like kind of probably the Python as well. But I would really like to go with the Dementor. That was the one I was going to get before. I was like, that one's pretty cool looking. That might be one I'll get down the road. Let's see, the Dementor has the metal brace on the back, which is more durable. There, that's good. Good to know. That was the one I was going to get, but it didn't come in on time. So our distributor's like, hey, we can send this to you early access, but we can send you the Kronos. And I was like, well, that's the one I wanted in the first place because it looked a little bit more on the sleek side of it. But then the more I got used to wanting the Dementor, I was like, I'd like to have that because it just looks evil, right? Dementor. And it's got like that blood, and what, it's just like cool looking. So that would be another one I probably will get exactly. He has. But yeah, RC Recreation. Oh, it's a. That's good to know. Let's see. Too many. Me too. Are you going to? Oh, let's see here. Main trip. Me too. Are you going to carry it? I mean, we already carry the Dementor anyhow. I don't know if it's sold out or not, but we do have it on our website. So all the 8 scale stuff is on the website as of yet. I have to look here and see what else I got. I had another order that I gotta look. So. Oh, okay, right on, Chris. So that's the one you're gonna be ordering. I like that one. I mean, I like them because it's not unique. Obviously, it's gonna it looks like Arrma, but it just it looks sinister. So it's kind of cool. So that'll be one I'll get. I don't know when exactly because if I get it sooner, it'll be more viewable. If I get it later, will it be more viewable? Probably not. So it might be one that either I get or I don't know. Really, it's like a whole view contest. But I'll probably still get it because even if it's older, it's worth looking at as far as that vehicle. So yeah, some people are like, hey, well, I want to see you drive it because you already have this one, and what do you think? So some people are like, hey, I just want to know what your opinion is on it, Joe. So, and I'll form more of an opinion on this one anyhow as the time goes on. Because right now I'm still up in the air as to as far as durability on it, where that thing cracked and what. But again, I'll have the video up posted tomorrow, and I was really brutal with it too. And again, I didn't really want to be, but nonetheless, with the Arrma stuff, people were smash it up as well. So anyway, it was not really my real way of wanting to drive my car, but I know people want to see it, flip or whatever. But it wasn't really done right as far as the way I was driving it. That I would like to. I like it to be more of a flow to it, not like, oh, well, he landed that one, and Didn't land that one, landed that one. Like it's sloppy, is what I should just say. It was sloppy done as far as me driving it today. Also, because I own the version 4 Creighton, it makes more sense. Yeah. I mean, you won't want to get the two. Like if I had the Creighton, when I get the Kronos, I'd probably be like, well, they look too similar. I would go with the Dementor because it's at least a little different. But the Dementor has the same tires as well. But I like these than the ones that are on the Arrma. I'm just talking about the rim itself. I don't like the rim on the what is that, the Notorious or whatever they call it now. And all the RCs are gonna break. Exactly, all the RCs are gonna break. So I mean that's the main thing. I think that people look at a certain brand and think it's indestructible, and like, oh yeah, well I seen this and this thing, this thing doesn't break. It's never broken on me. It's all. I mean, even though I haven't broken my shredder, doesn't mean that it ain't gonna break. It's just that I've just been fortunate enough that I haven't broken it. So it's just been. I mean, again, like the bumper. I mean, that broke, but I was able to fix it without having to replace the bumper. So, but yeah, everything breaks. It just. I guess it's hard for people to understand that they're gonna break. You're jumping it sky high in the air and it comes down wrong. You see, if you watch those guys that are jumping it high in the air. You see the way they land? They land pretty nice. Like, they've been doing it for a little while. They got their skill down there. That thing can slap the bottom, as far as smack down. It's okay. If it landed on its side on one wheel, yeah, stuff's gonna break, man. That's a lot of a load on that one suspension arm and everything. So yeah, absolutely. Chris, I have a few Arrmas and the Red Cat shredder. I put the BLX system in it. I want a Corrali Dementor. Oh yeah, main RC Trailblazer. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. Be cool. But yeah, I'm all about it. I think still the Corrali stuff. I'm gonna treat this one, I think, a little bit nicer. Kind of bummed that it. Well, I mean, it's still good. It's still a good looking truck. I mean, I haven't really messed it up much. It's got like a little dent here. And it did pull on just the body clips, which you can just bend them back or whatever. It's got like a little crack back here. But I know, I just kind of like, I don't want to make everybody, like someone were to come in here and say, do you run these cars? Because everyone doesn't look like it's got even a scratch on it. I don't want to be that guy, but I just want to keep some of them kind of clean. I just kind of appreciate them. I know how expensive they are, and anyway, that's on that. So anyway, I could go on and on about that. Oh, let's see here. Did I see someone else that was in here? Oh, let's see. That's cool, Chris. Let's see. Shredder is a awesome truck. Oh, let's see. okay. So you got this. Let's see here. Laugh out loud. I don't know why that didn't. Here, hold on a second. Hey, Chris says here, hey, he's laugh out loud. You're like me, Joe. Yeah, I don't want to scratch them up and beat them up, your trucks. Yeah, I'm extremely anal about my trucks being clean. See, I'm pretty much the same way. I really don't want. They're expensive, and I like to have, like, I can pick my car, I can drive it, and it runs. And it's kind of the same way, as far as my car goes, my real car. I mean, it needs to be washed or whatever, but I want to not to beat it all up, and I want to be able to, I just want them to be nice looking RC cars. You can, I drive them the way I like to drive them. You buy the car, say, I looked at a bunch of videos, I liked your video on, you were doing a speed run, that's cool, so at least I know how fast it is. And then I watched another guy, he was jumping it way high in the air, doing flips and everything like that, and I kind of, you put the two together and you're like, yeah, it's a cool car. Then, that way, that dude that's flipping in the air that's really more able to do that, has more skill set than you can see the more potential of the vehicle than me as a newbie on trying to flip a vehicle and smacking the ground and being a bojo as far as but once I get some, more and more time, because every car is a little bit different as far as how that handles anyway, but yeah, this one I really didn't want to. I wanted to just jump it, and then I was with my friend Tyson today, and I was like, he's like, yeah, you should try and flip it. I was like, okay, I'll try and flip it. Boom! Smack! Right down on the ground. At least it was in the grass, but it's just like, oh man, I could see that wing. It just dug into the ground really bad. So I was like, oh man, I'm like, well, the body still looks okay. Oh, there's a pen that, the body's got this on it or whatever. And I was like, oh, it's still surviving. And then, of course, he had some issues with his. And I was like, all right, I'm stopping. Because if I keep going and I'm driving the way I'm driving douchey like this, that I'm going to go ahead and something's going to break. So I was like, forget it. We'll just go back to your house. I'll set the, we set the ramps. We did some other jumps with it. And that's when I popped this out. And I was like, yeah. And then I noticed a crack on the wing. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want nothing else to break on this vehicle. I do enjoy it. I like the way it looks. And I want to keep it looking nice, even if I have to replace the body down the road. But I like the vehicle. And I like it for the speed, too. I think it's really... So, I'll still do the jumps and stuff like that, but I don't know as far as the flips and stuff like that as of yet. I'll probably do it on a cheaper vehicle. See, I like doing it on a cheaper... Like this car. I felt like, hey, it's $350, and, I'm a dealer, so I could throw it... it's even cheaper. And send it. And it's all good. I'm a dealer for this one, but this thing's already, $530. And I'm still have to pay a pretty good premium price for this vehicle. I don't really like sending that thing and not jumping it correctly and throwing it all around. Let's see. Although I do envy the guys who get one and drive it right away in the dirt, mud, and water. Yeah. So the cost is too much to run them like Kevin. Yeah, agree. And that's what I was telling my friend Tyson too. I said, I'm not Kevin, man. I don't have that type of budget. I don't have my Lamborghini sitting inside my, in my shop or my monster truck that I'm building. He's built that all up, and he does quite a bit. So I would say, yeah, I want to make sure that, hey, if I decide to go ahead and sell this, that I can sell it and it's not completely destroyed either. Let's see. Thank you. That's the wifey. Thank you, wifey. So yeah, agreed. And I should, yeah, I felt like I had to defend myself, but then at the same time, like, well, it's my car. I can do what I want with it. But at the end of the day, kind of like to give a show as well. But yeah, I mean, those guys that drive it through the mud and everything like that too. It looks like, it's like a heck of a lot of fun. It's just a cleanup. Who was the guy that he drove it through? He had one, what? Trying to think of his name. He has like over 1 million something, probably a couple million views on it by now, but it was the Slash. Dang it, can't remember his name now too. But he's over there with like Kevin, I think too. Did Maine leave there? Did Maine leave? All right. All you guys have a great night. Oh yeah, well hopefully if Maine's not here. All right, appreciate it, Mr. Maine, Mr. Trailblazer, RC Trailblazer. Appreciate you joining in. The cost is too much. Yeah, I'm not Kevin. Exactly. I completely agree. Although, yeah. I mean, I do envy those guys that can, they run it through there. That thing is beside the RC Kevin Turbo gets sent free stuff. Yeah, he's buying many RCs with his own money. I know he gets, so Kevin gets them for free. He doesn't buy many RCs. Yeah, I mean, Jake Billings. Thank you, Chris. Jake Billings is exactly the guy I was looking at. I love his laugh, man. When he started doing it, the RC stuff. I know he was doing like servers, and he was doing more computer repairs at the time. Then he switched over to the RC stuff because he started getting more views that way. But I liked he had like more of like that joyful laugh at the time when he first started doing it, where I was like, oh, that's really fun. And he's got a funny laugh. But yeah, just what he was doing. He's running with his friends, whatever else like that. That was really cool. So I like watching them do that. And then, but yeah, I mean, Banggood sends me stuff, but they don't send me as much stuff as, and plus there's a lot of stuff I reject from Banggood that I'm like, I don't want to see that. Like I know they have the FPV stuff, and I was like, I don't want that. It's just junky. It's not my thing. It's like almost like $100 RC vehicle. It's got the FPV goggles, but the car is really cheap looking, and I was like, nah, I don't like it. It's not my thing. Cool. Kevin gets a snot load of views on it, but that's Kevin too, because he's got a huge channel. Yet he doesn't have an eBay store like he claims. I don't know. I mean, he probably doesn't so much on the eBay store as much. I know he's let that kind of go a little bit. Let's see here. I need to catch back up here. Let's see here. Yeah, I like him. He's a cool dude. Let's see here. Let me see here. Jake Billings. Yeah. And he drives his RCs on top of the Lambo. That's The guy needs help. Yeah. He's he's shy a few calls up top. He's a yes, let's see here, Jeff C. I like him. He's cool. I like. I mean, I like Kevin. I think I like him. I mean, that would be kind of cool guy to hang out with. Anyhow, just because he does some crazy off the wall stuff, I'm like, yeah, I would probably be destroying a lot of my RC cars if I was hanging out with that guy too. Like, yeah, let's go ahead and send it. Where most of my like a lot of my friends too, they're a little bit. Well, at least I'm gonna say Brian because Brian's the main guy I always hang out with. And then as far as Tyson, he's new. I only hung out with him just this one time. And I hang out with my friend Scott, but again, these are guys that are just kind of Scott's kind of getting back into the hobby a little bit, and he's not really willing to sacrifice a car. And he's got cars, and he doesn't have the trucks. He's got the buggy, but I don't have a lot of people like that. I don't have anybody like that, like a Kevin that's gonna just send it. Even though I would say my Kevin would be Brian, because he's like, dude, send it, and he would just send it on its way, and I'm like, okay, you do that, but yeah. Let's see. Kevin also charges $1,000 for that eBay class. Yeah, maybe he does charge like $1,000 for it. So I mean, he was making some bank on just those courses too. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, blind. It's a ripoff. Yeah, he doesn't have an eBay store like he claims. I don't know if he does or not. Maybe he doesn't. I mean, everybody was copying his store at one point in time too, with the whole bearings and things like that. I looked for it and couldn't find it. Well, he's got other ones that he hides too because he don't want people copying off there. I just drive my stuff in. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, yeah, John. I know that's how I used to be too. It's just now that I have these are kind of like they're my actors. That's how I kind of look at them. And if my actor goes down and it starts costing me more money and I can't keep my actor looking good, I don't know. It just depends. Rich douchebag. He sends them. He's a rich douchebag. Yeah, I mean, but he came. I mean, he built his stuff up. I gotta give him credit as far as Kevin on that one. He built. I mean, he didn't have all that stuff before. You look at his older videos, and he kept doing it. He just does odd stuff like that as far as just sending his vehicles, and people like to watch it. He does. He's got those thumbnails that people are attracted to, and just sends it. So, and then maybe because he's over in the UK or wherever that he's just people are more attracted to that tone. I don't know. It's interesting how it is. But I mean, some of these big RC places are not in the U.S., but a lot of followers are from the U.S. So I don't know. I would like to know who the biggest RC person is in the U.S. You guys let me know. Maybe you guys know who that might be in the U.S., like who's the biggest RC channel in the U.S. Because I know, like, we got Kevin. He's not in the U.S. We know RC Sparks. He's not in the U.S. He's in Canada. Clickbait. Jeff C. Clickbait. Oh, yeah, clickbait. I mean, it is clickbait. Like, they're doing this, and it's like tires are going to blow up on his face or whatever like that, too. RC Sparks is the biggest, I think. But, yeah, I'm saying, like, but he's in Canada. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know who the biggest is in the U.S. Is it RC Car Online? I don't know if it's him, Greg, or whatnot. I don't know who. Oh, maybe RC Sailors. Is RC Sailors maybe the biggest in the U.S.? I mean, they're U.S. They're in Kentucky. So I don't know if RC Sailors is the biggest in the U.S. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know how I could find out something like that, who's the biggest RC channel. But I would say RC Sailors is giving whoever the run for their money as far as that goes. But then, there's all those other, those scale cars too. Or scale, like, scale crawlers, all that stuff that some of those channels have are huge too. So yeah, that'd be one of those things too, like who's the biggest there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I figure some of you guys might know, like, oh yeah, there's such and such person. Yeah, I think, Kobe. Yeah. Yeah, you guys hear about Kobe? Yeah, I heard about him, Chris. Heard about him a few hours ago or whatever. It's a freaking crap deal that the helicopter crashed. Yeah, it's sad. Iconic. Man, he's iconic. But anyway, like I said before too, it doesn't matter who it was. I mean, obviously, because we know this. Oh, Kobe Bryant, or Bryant. He's iconic. But anybody that it's sad to hear anything like that. So it's just a crap deal altogether. Third, and his 13-year-old daughter. Oh wow, that's sad. See, I mean, like, That's some crap. I saw it. Yeah, it's in California. There, it's just that's sad. Yeah, I don't like it. It's a crappy deal, all the way around. Uh, Sorry, too soon. No, let's see, Jeff C. Oh yeah, I said that's no. I said that's sad. As far as for Kobe, as far as anybody that was on in the helicopter too, everybody there. It's just anything tragic like that too. Shootings and all that stuff. It's just any of that. I hate it. The one guy was the baseball coach, and his wife and the daughter. Sorry to be a downer. I mean, I saw it before when before I started the channel. I mean, as far as earlier today, I saw that and I was like, "What the heck, man?" So, yeah, I mean, I don't like helicopters in the first place, but I mean, no matter what, it's just because once they stop, they just kind of, it's like, can you jump out? It's like you kind of, yeah, it's just horrible, man. I don't know. I hate it. Okay, I just Googled, okay, Henry, the RC car is rated number 3 in the world. Number 1 in the U.S. is for an RV channel? Or an RV channel? Oh, okay. So, Henry, I don't know what, I forget, maybe I've seen the Henry. I don't know if that's some kind of, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. I never get in one. Yeah, I don't know, no. Yeah, I've never sat in one, nothing like, I mean, we have like Bayflight, which was when I was a kid, we had Bayflight fly to our elementary school. We got to see the helicopter and all that kind of stuff like that. I was like, oh, they're fascinating that it's like, wow, you're really defying gravity right now that, that thing stops. But anyway, but they are cool. I mean, I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff anyhow, like the planes and stuff. Like, wow, it's just amazing to see stuff like that in the air. But at the same time, too, it's devastating. He's ranked by view. Oh, okay, so he's ranked by view time, not subscribers. And I get that. That's the main thing, too. It's like you can have millions of subscribers, but you don't have the view count. It's like, it's just a status that you have as far as, oh, I got 2 million subscribers, but you only got 30,000 viewers. Where the heck's all these other people? Depending on how fast you can accumulate all your subscribers, the better you'll get on views, because people are like, hey, they're in the now. Who's a great example? Mr. Beast. So he's just collecting all these. I mean, he's only been doing it for a little bit, and he's got so many viewers in a short time that you're going to keep those view ratings, for the most part, up. You're going to have in and outs, but it's like you've engaged all those people in a short amount of time, and they're watching your content. So that's a win for him. Let's see here. I'm not in Australia. Why you say that? Wait, I don't know what's happening. I've also wanted to ride in one. Oh. What was that, Australia? I'm not in Australia. Why you say that? Who said that? Yeah, but YouTube algorithm works on actual view time. Yeah, it is on view time too. Like there's a certain. I was watching some other people, Serotoon, whatever. Anyway, there's some other car shows that I'll watch, but they say like I think it's like 14 minutes as far as there's a certain spot where YouTube is like their algorithm really likes the amount of time, which is pretty hard to achieve with content for that long to keep someone engaged to keep them that long. I think so. Depends on what it is, right? I mean, doing it live like this, I think most of the time I see it like people are here for like 10 minutes. Excuse me, which is pretty good because my videos won't do that, most of the time unless, I don't know how to keep the content. I'm trying to, that's a lot to do with like, oh, we got one vehicle and we're jumping and doing different stuff. Like 10 minutes of that kind of get boring. To me, I always say I can't watch that vehicle do that for that long. Doing this and doing that. Like, there has to be more to it. Like, okay, so we ran it. This is what we think about it. We're going to talk about it a little bit. And sometimes if people would be interested on the talking part of it, thoughts on it, first impressions, all that kind of stuff too. Oh, the accents. Yeah. Oh. The accents. Chris Walt. Oh. I mean, accents definitely help as well. I'm sure. Certain people will like cling to certain people like, oh, they sound really intelligent. So it's just I don't know. It could be stuff like that. Uh, anyway, yeah, it's crazy. I've never get I don't know if I don't think I've ever sat in a. Oh no, I'm in the States. Yeah, I figured Chris was you were in the States. I'm not sure where the Australia thing came up. I agree. There has to be some talk and some facts about the vehicle and driving. Yeah, I'd say that, Blind Jay. That's the kind of thing like facts. Oh, some people get really into it, which I just kind of like it. To me, it's yeah. I guess it just depends, but something like that as far as when it comes to the vehicle to talk about it a little bit more. Its handle, its characteristics when it comes to the way it drives, the things cons I do and don't like. I guess if I had a more structured channel to say, okay, we're gonna do this is what we do with most of our vehicles. We're gonna launch it from here. We're gonna go to its top speed. We're gonna see how far. How does it rate for your top speed, top distance? As far as when it comes to the vehicle. Yeah, okay. So, be a rating as far as to how you felt when you drove it, the excitement of it, stuff like that, depending, some kind of rating scale that, I follow through with like all the time with my new vehicle, something like that, some kind of build something up like that. Oh, the Swedish guy, what's going on? Oh, I just thought I'd pop in and say hi. Off to bed soon. Okay, I appreciate it, man. What's up, here? Um, but yeah, no real issues with. Oh, you see what happened to my Kronos, the Swedish guy. Anyway, it's just popped out. You guys should check out Killer. Oh yeah, I know who he is. Killer Off Road, but he stopped doing his stuff a while ago, right? I mean, I follow him on Instagram too, but he's a little bit kind of off and on with stuff now. He's a good guy, great channel. Yeah, I've been following him. I think I followed him when he had like 100 subscribers, something like a little bit lower than 100 subscribers at the time. I was like, yeah, I've been watching you since you had like less than 100 subscribers. And I was like, he kind of looked like a dude that was gonna go places, and he got up there, and then he kind of got burned out on it too. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, was watching the TV and Shmi about okay, the Kronos. Well, you're is he? Well, you're in Lizzie living in the States then. I'm not sure. An Aussie living in the States. Well, then you're an Aussie living in the States then. Yeah, so I don't know if that's not sure. Dusty, an Aussie. How you say it? I know. Like if you say Aussie and then there's that Aussie, however you say it, Aussie. I don't know. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Dusty. I plan to visit. I have a friend that they were just there not too long in the Outback. It'd be kind of cool and interesting to go there, but I was watching when they had the fires or whatever too. It was that Cletus McFarland. He was out there doing whatever they do, the drag race burnout deal. I thought you broke the arm. No, it's not. It just popped out. It's not broken or anything like that. But same thing that happened with the Arrma that we are running as well. I think I missed something. Oh, I thought you broke that. No, only the wing part broke. It cracked. It's not broken all the way yet, but it is. It's got a nasty crack in it. Good. Yeah. I'll show that up tomorrow then too. The Swedish guy. So yeah, I'll show that one as far as that one pure. Overall, it's pretty good, but yeah, it's not bad. I kind of probably gonna bring it back down to what I generally do with it. I'm gonna jump it some more, but not the yeah. We'll have to see. I gotta let it all soak in. Yeah, I like Cletus McFarland too. He was at the Summer Nats. Yeah, I love Cletus. I mean, he's within 10 minutes. He's about like within 15 minutes of me. His shop is. I went by his shop before, Blind Jay. So I just haven't been out to any of his events yet. I should go out to him. Oh, you're okay. So let's see, Chris. Oh, Dustin, I'm a big fan of Vass and RC Tanks and Truck. Yeah, I'm subscribed to both those two as well. I follow them on Instagram as well. And I saw, the Swedish guy, as far as I guess you posted Vast as far as his live video or something like that too, in the chat or in the group for Team Corrali Bashers. I think it's something like that. Anyway, I know he's got the Python as far as Vast does from RC Playgrounds. Yeah, that's it. Let's see here, Vast. He has the X Max. Oh yeah, I saw him. He was kind of like, oh man, sitting there with the, like, oh, what it? I don't think. Yeah, it was one of those things that I saw. He was just kind of like, oh man, what did I get? But yeah, I think he had it at one point in time. He's like, oh, this thing won't do backflips. It was something like the Arm or the X Max. He wasn't able to pull off the flips on it, something like that. I think I've done flips with mine. I don't remember. It's been too long now. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. Gotta have the X Max in the collection. I had the X Max in the collection for a while. It was too expensive. I didn't like it enough. I had the 6S. Again, I had the 6S version. It was a piece of crap. It's because the ring gears and stuff like that were busting on me. Yeah, I'm sure it'll jump. Yeah, laugh out loud. He'll jump. Dusty Storms, yeah, it'll laugh. Yeah, his got a nice track there too that he goes to. I'm like, that's cool. You know, that BMX track, the BMX track. Yeah, the Max and the X Max and the Max are the two Traxxas trucks I like. How about the Max? Oh, I don't have I've never owned the Max. I don't think I'd ever own it. It's too expensive. It's not really. It didn't appeal to me. I mean, it just didn't appeal to me. The Max. But to each their own, man. It's all good. Do I have to say that the DBXL 2.0 gave me the biggest smile? Swedish guy, do I have to say that the DBXL 2.0 gave me the biggest smile? The bigger smile. Is the DBLX 2.0? I'm not. What is that? Is that the Arrma? The DBXL? I don't know what that is. Sorry. I don't know about that one. It's too expensive for the size. Yeah, that's how I look at it too, Jeff. It's too expensive. The Max is too much. Oh, what's up? Dankin Brew? I'll just Mr. Brew. Yo. The kind brew. There we go. I don't know what I was thinking before. You have the kind brew. Same though here, Chris. What a Max stock? What? Oh, okay. Too expensive. Yeah, it's overpriced. If it came stock with the wider arms, then maybe. Yeah, I'd say so too. Swedish guy, the Losi. Oh yeah, I don't know about the Losi. Again, I've never owned a Losi as of yet. Maybe something I need to jump into. Mr. Brew, what up from Chris? The Swedish guy sap from Jeff. So yeah, I don't know what to do as far as this vehicle too. I don't know what I had to let it soak in more. It's just I put it back together, fix that little part there, see what's up with this wing on the back of here, drive it better, and then make an evaluation on it. Probably like 6 months from now or something like that. I couldn't give you like I can't give a review on this thing I can't give a review on most of the vehicles because I haven't driven them enough. But more or less, it's going to be the smile thing, right? Much love, RC fam. Let's see. The Losi DB's Pro looks sweet. I think that is it the Losi DB Pro? I don't know if that's the one that RC Sailors had on their channel. I don't know. Let's see here. Blind J, I'm going to grab a Losi TT Pro tomorrow. That's cool. Let's see. Yeah, I see. Let's see here. Yeah, so I want to get the DB Pro. Now that they finally got the original version out again. Okay, Mr. Swedish guy. So the DB Pro. Nice. So yeah, sorry. That's one thing as far as like I'm always looking in the chat here, and it's kind of hard to get away from seeing what you guys are talking about. Let's see, the DB Pro is kind of like a DB Pro but massive 1/7 or 1/5 scale. That's cool. I like 1/5 scale. It's all cool. Oh, is that the one that's the Fox one? If that's the one, that thing looks cool. If that's the one I'm thinking of, it's kind of like that Desert Baja looking buggy looking thing. If that's it. That thing's. RC Sailors just had one. Oh yeah, if that's the one, the DB dirt buggy. I think that if that's the one they had, it did like 54 miles an hour or something like that. I was like, that's pretty cool on 3S, so that moves pretty good. They said that those are their fastest RC car on the channel, which is odd. I thought it would have been something else. Like, I know they've had some Arrma stuff. I figured they would have gone faster, because if they get this thing on there, you're going to be like, holy crap, it's going to be so much faster. Can't wait for my paycheck to arrive. Gonna get a bunch of goodies. Oh, right on. That's cool, Mr. Brew. Once you get that check. Let's see, yeah, the desert buggy. Yeah, the desert buggy looks pretty awesome. That looks pretty cool. I like it. I think they got it pretty cheap. Let's see, I'll let you guys know when I put some videos up. Okay, cool, man. Let us know, Jeff. Let's see, yeah, let's see, Duke. Yeah, what up? What up, buddy? The desert buggy. Yeah, the Fox one. Yeah, exactly, the Fox one. That one looks good. I'd be down for that one. Losi, what's up? Yeah, I like it. I think that thing looks cool. But there's another one that's like their 1/5 scale as well. It's like black and orange, says Fox on it. That's not a Losi one, if I'm not mistaken, right? Anyway, I like the way that one looks. It looks really cool. I like where you can see all the suspension and stuff like that. You know, it looks really good. Let's see. Much, brother. Message retracted. Should I say something? I'll say hi. I'll just say hi in the chat. Hi. There we go. Anyway, I just want to see that chat thing, so that works. But I don't have I don't really need a moderator that's in the chat to do. I just need someone to read it. That's pretty much it. I didn't know. No one's asking that, but it's one of those things where either earlier today when it was like we had like 32 people in there. The conversation was going faster. I imagine he's gonna get quick. So it's pretty cool. Eat, sleep, breathe, bash. Yes, sir. I wonder, let's see, can I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I have to go and look. I guess, I know some of you got, why isn't, I'm trying to look here and see, okay. So I guess that's the max I can do on live stream is 720p, which is kind of not so great. But I guess you can still see it pretty well. I don't know if you guys, whatever streaming, I think stream is only 720. Unless there's some other way I can reroute it so I can get like 1080 or 4K. I would like to get it where it's just a higher resolution. But it still looks, the image looks pretty good, at least on this laptop. It's not bad. So. Poor Cronus got a little boo-boo. Yeah. And the little boo-boo, this just has to, put it back in there. So, no biggie, but I was like, wow, okay, that popped out. But it took a really nasty landing, too. So I'm not I'm not a real big fan on the pillow ball suspension, but I mean, I know that's what a lot of them go to. I don't know if it's just more for the steering on it or something like that. I'm not 100% sure why some companies do that, where this one doesn't have the pillow ball, but this one just like takes a beating. And this one has the pillow ball. I don't know. You guys, maybe you let me know as far as I'm watching on a 55 TV and it looks fine. Okay, cool. I appreciate that, Blind Jay. Let's see. How's your Helion been? Been kind, brew. Team associated rival to feed up parts. Oh, okay, cool. So that's good. That was from Chris. So yeah, I'm looking. I mean, as far as that was the Helion stuff. So Team Associated, guess whatever. Is taking over that Helion division or whatever. However that's working with their rival. So that was cool. Like I was like, oh, I did, this is a new vehicle. Like, well, it's been a rival. They changed like the bumper or whatever else like that. They just kind of changed a few things in it, and then people were like, hey, that's a really good truck, man. So it's really, it's durable. Or at least maybe Mr. Brew can let me know that. Love my. Oh, okay, yep, exactly. The Avenger? Yeah. So I guess that's the Avenger. So the 10th MT just needs a part. So yeah, hopefully we'll have all those parts in it as well. I hope it's going to be a pretty successful truck. I mean, I've gotten more orders on the Dragster Team Associated than I have on the Rival. But I guess maybe some people, it's been out and they kind of like already know what it is, or they're just kind of waiting to see. It's one of those things. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry, just ignorance a bit, but the OS is pillow. Oh, the pivot ball. That's what I meant to say. Pivot ball, not pillow ball. I meant to say pivot ball. Yeah. Yeah, it's the pivot ball suspension that's on there. It's just the pivot ball. So I don't know why I say pillow ball. I was like, sometimes I said it and I caught myself saying it before, and then I was like, yeah, it's just the pivot ball suspension. Yeah. It's a pillow ball. Yeah. I don't know why I said it, where it came in there. I was like, I've heard other people say something like that, but I was like, yeah, it's pivot. But I've somehow... Stop it, sweetie. I got... let's see here. I see tons of people saying pillow ball. And I've seen that, and I've said it. I know I've caught myself. Like, there's some stuff that I say, and I'm like, that's not what it's called, but never knew which was correct. Oh, yeah, yeah. But yeah. I mean, pivot ball, for sure. Oh, but pillow ball is correct also? I guess so. I think I've heard two people say different things too. So I guess it's just a matter of by brand. I don't know what it is exactly. Parts are available from JBL. Oh, okay, that's it. Racing, blah, blah, blah. The Helion is Swedish? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is, the Helion stuff. Let's see, just got YouTube 400 subs. Oh, okay. Dusty Storms, Mr. Brew, you just got to 400 subs. Boom! From Dusty Storms. Yeah, looks like a VRX Bison. Leftover Helion parts. Yeah, I guess that's something like that. There's so many, that's the thing, it's like, where did it originate? Who, like, where's the creator? Who made that? Because then it's like, all of a sudden it's like, it's from this company. It's like, seriously, how many actual manufacturers are making these cars? Like, is there only a few? I think it's what it is. There's like only so many that manufacture it. I forever in your debt by my dear friend. Love you, Doom. So, Mr. Brew's getting some Doom love. What is that? Just got your to 88. If you want to see. Okay, I'll just show it here. It's Chris. It was just kind of showing up. Just got to 88. If you want to sub back, I plan on having some cool RC stuff on the way. Yeah, the main thing is, I think that's the thing with a lot of anybody that's kind of starting up in the hobby or on the YouTube stuff is just to make videos like pretty much daily. That way you can grow, because then your people will see it. Or if you do like 3 or 4 a week or something like that, as long as you're doing it, I think that's the main thing. I mean, that's how I had to do it. That's the only way I got mine to grow is I just started putting out like almost daily. Well, I did put daily content out for I don't know how many months, and then I was like, I need to take a break on. So let me take Sunday off or whatever. Like take a day off. That's how I kind of look at it. Like a day just to not post a video, nothing like that, and then come back. And even some of these bigger YouTube channels, they don't put out stuff every single day. There's some that do daily stuff, but there's other ones that they have enough of a following that people are going to watch them once they post another video within the next day or so, in a couple days. So yeah, it's crazy. Let's see here. 3 hours. I think we kind of had our. Any of you guys up? Let me know, and I'll sub. Just be careful, Chris, when you sub. Like if you do sub for sub, sometimes I don't know how YouTube does it, but they kind of catch on to you doing that for a while, and then you're gonna shut you down. For subs. I've never done it, so just be kind of careful of that. I know there's some guys that do it, and you're gonna get busted doing it that way. So grow your channel, by getting, that would be my word of advice. There's been other YouTubers like, yeah, don't do sub for subs. Even YouTube said it too. Oh, that's odd. Oh, Chris, That's odd. Laugh out loud. Chris Wilson. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Right? I know. Sometimes it's kind of cool. Like if there's some other people that are in the chat, like I want to sub to you, and like you sub to me, and it's all cool like that. But I think sometimes if they see it enough of it, whatever. At least I've heard people say about it. That's the first thing when I watch some of those things. Like, oh, don't do sub for subs. There's other people that are just out for sub for sub. Like that's all they do. They're not looking for like us, like what you guys do. Where you're just kind of a friend or whatever, like you like what they do. These people are just out to just do that just to get a bunch of subscribers. So yeah, it's definitely different. Let's go. So yeah. So what else we want? I think I'm going to go ahead and call it night, because I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to edit up tomorrow, and then I'll post these doing a little bit of bashing, breaking, whatever. We'll compile some stuff together, and so you'll see the screenshot of the Kronos against the Creighton, and then I'll have this guy will just be in my fill-in as far as the shredder doing a few jumps here and there. But yeah, let's see here. Just got back. People who for some reason the S word is blocked. The S word is blocked for me. Well, it's already the filter. So if there's any kind of like cussing that's on the chat, it's gonna block it, and I probably don't see it. It'll wait probably for me after the video is done live, and then I can go in there and either it might automatically. There's a filter on here anyhow, so I don't think you can say certain things. And even like if someone says like, there was something else that was something like cock, right? That the way the things was kind of cockpit, and it stopped it, and it had me have to say if I wanted to allow it or not, as far as in here, so in the chat. So it's kind of weird. But anyway, there's just a filter on here, so when people post like a comment, they don't have the words. It lets me say it's that. Okay, cool. All good. Cool, man. Sub. Cool. But yeah, man, I appreciate all you guys watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you guys get out of here. But I'm going to get out of here too. Everyone, give your... Yeah, definitely. As far as Jeff C, definitely appreciate the thumbs up. Definitely helps too. I appreciate all you guys. So maybe we'll do more... I guess the live thing is definitely... it doesn't hold momentum down the road, but it's, for just good chatting with you guys too. I like it. I definitely like it, and I definitely appreciate all you guys, taking the time out of your day to come over here and just, chat with everybody, myself, within the chat itself. I like it, so I definitely appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. So without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this stuff. Without you, that's how it works. So got to have you guys to keep this thing going. Everyone loving their Team Corrali? I guess so. Yeah, appreciate that, Dusty Storm. Yeah, I need to go. Let's see. Oh, it's 1:17 there, Swedish guy. Yeah, 1:17 in the morning. I think there was some other guy that was from Scotland. He was telling me before. Seems that way, I think. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it there, Swedish guy, pure. So, yeah, man, you guys have a great weekend. Or, not, a great Sunday night. It's pretty much the end right now. So we're already at the end. But hopefully everyone had a great weekend anyhow. And yeah, we'll get some chat. And I'll probably do another live stream come Wednesday, and then I'll probably do another one on Friday. Depends on everything that happens. If I have more content or whatever, or if I just say, well, like Wednesday, I'm not feeling it. So then but we'll definitely do Fridays. Fridays are definitely a thing that I'm always going to try to do every time. So yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, Swedish guy. You got to get that rest, man. For sure. So yeah, any last minute comments or anything like that before I head out of here? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I know there's a little bit of delay here, so I figure I kind of cheers, brother. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Brew. I know I haven't seen you for a while too, Mr. Brew. So appreciate you joining in, all you guys. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Thanks for the show, Joe. Yeah, awesome as usual. Appreciate that, Jeff. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. Let's see. Yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate it. Peace. Don't forget to give the thumbs up before you leave, and if you're new, definitely consider subscribing. But yeah, appreciate it again. Later, guys. Peace. You guys are awesome. Wow, 37 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. Star Wars. We'll catch it up later. All right, cool, man. Oh, yeah, Jeff. Later, all. And we out.